Recording. Boom! It is official. Chocks is a little bit, how shall I say, fragile right now, with good reason. But first, before we get into that, let me just say thank you so much for joining us today. It is, of course, Friday Q&A with Chocks A number 80.
80.
A little bit more enthusiasm would have been, wouldn't have gone amiss, Chocks. But I can appreciate you can't even keep your eyes. Hey! Thank you so much for joining us. Good morning, America. Good afternoon, EU. Good evening, Asia, and a very good evening to Australia or Australasia. How's it going, guys? How was your week? Have you had a good one? Let us know in the comments. What has been keeping you busy this week? So what's all this here? I'm hearing that it's hot in the EU. I mean,
it's hot in Hong
we're
Kong.
Based in Hong Kong, so when we ever hear people in the UK going, "Oh, it's so hot," the equivalent of the hot, it's kind of like, yeah, all right, mate. But I've also heard there's like a heat wave in Central Europe. Let us know what that is. Oh, it's like 28 degrees. Oh, right, yeah. I don't know.
I have no
How
idea.
bad is it?
Yeah.
We're building collection. Very nice, Brenham. Research on that Icopo has kept you busy. Nice one, Brendan. I like it. What's going on, Daniel? Chocks has been busting his ass. Dennis says, I'm melting. Everyone's pretending that they're hot in the EU. It's too freaking hot. 37th day off today. Hey, Robert. Is that... How shall I say it? Voluntarily or compulsory day off? Jake's in Cali, it's always hot. 10 minutes ago it rained in the UK. That's fair enough, Lauren. That's a really good point. Hey, what's up, Jax? How you doing? I can really appreciate, Lauren, that when you tell me that it's super hot for the UK, you're absolutely right. It's the opposite of Hong Kong, because in Hong Kong it gets really cold for us in Hong Kong, but UKers will laugh their heads off when we say that it's like 10 degrees here and we're like, we can't handle it. And the reason why we can't handle it is because there is no concept of central heating in Hong Kong, and even then the heating system is so pants, but we just deal with it because why? It's only for a couple of weeks, maybe a month at the most. So there's no point investing in this central heating or that sort of stuff.
The buildings over here is like concrete walls and tiles.
It's supposed to keep cold. It's supposed to designed to keep cool.
During the
That's
summer.
what I meant. Yeah, during the summer. Therefore, in the winter it's doubly cold. There's no concept of carpets to keep it warmer, any of that sort of stuff. So it's the complete opposite. So UKs are going, oh, it's so hot in the summer. We're like, yeah, whatever. But we're constantly in aircon, and the houses are designed to be like aircon, all that sort of stuff. So it's yeah, I can understand. Hey, Matthias. Are you in BA? Buenos Aires. Hey, Tiago. What's going on, mate? Hey, Eric. Yeah, we'll talk a little bit more about the ACG in a bit. Absolutely. Nice one, Brendan. What a perfect start to that engagement. Denise. Why did I think you were German? You're Dutch. I thought you were German. Dennis. For some reason.
It's me.
But you live in Germany, is that correct? But you're Dutch. Is that right? Hey, Aiden. Chockwars is more that sort of collects literally from everyone. Jeff Lee in the house. We got the Jeffrey Lee and we got Michael I. Shout out to the boys working really hard at ACG today.
Nice one, guys.
Nice one.
Star of the show.
Star of the show. And I've had a conversation with Chocks about our little shortage problem, and he'll run that by you tomorrow.
I've gave him some
heads up,
but just need to double confirm it, finalize it.
Sure. Play it by ear. Play it by facial expression. Think of it like this. Not here, go. Slash it even more.
Really?
Just tell you by facial expression.
Give me your ugly face, and we'll see what we can do about it.
It's hot in Europe, but soon it's cold, so we can moan about the weather again. It's like a national pastime of all of Europeans. Actually, everyone in the world. No, Florida. I think Floridans. Is that even a word? Floridans. What's the word of someone who lives in Florida? Probably always like, yeah, no, it's the best weather all the time. Yeah, Troy. Well, I don't know. At the end of the day, Troy, it's whatever comes first, to be honest with you.
What's Troy asking? Something Zelda related.
But of course, he's asking whether or not Shake a Slate or Ride a Link will be first. It's Floridans.
We've always said Shake a Slate first.
Floridians. That sounds like midichlorians. What the fuck?
Who?
Midichlorians?
Midichlorians, what are they?
Isn't that like the Force?
Right? Oh, you're a Star Wars fan, ain't it?
Alright, Trekkie. Yo, what's up, guys? Thank you.
Thank you for joining.
For
Has this been shared into the club? I guess I haven't, right?
Alright, yeah. No. Share that bad boy. Junior Guzman, what's up? As I was saying earlier, Chocks, I love it. I love it. On a off-launch day, a non-reservation day, right, Chocks? There is such hope.
For what?
Hope in all their eyes. I know I don't see, it's not a moving avatar. I don't see them, but it just, their words are perky, Chocks. There's full of hope that they're going to get onto the Who Dat board and that they're going to be successful. I always love it. There's always such hope.
Well, let's try and get the Who Dat like ASAP.
Because my heart.
Well, that for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, we still got an ACG to do.
That's true.
Got to get up super early.
Yeah, we're gonna cane through all of this, so we might actually make this a shorter than usual one, right? Depending on what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No winners this week.
Yeah, they'll get on the board, and then they'll just die.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll sort that out then. I'll let you I'll let you do the coins then. Because right now you got 100% record, right?
Oh, because of one.
Yeah, well, it's 100%. It's 100%.
Alright, we'll just share this.
MAD taking the points. Alrighty, do we have any Friday? Oh yeah, there you go first with that. Share that into the club. Alrighty. Chuck's hit it up with those announcements.
Well, first of all, let's say thanks for joining us on Friday. As you guys know, we just came back from ACG today. Today is the first day, our very first convention in Hong Kong, AniCon, ACG. So
hey Nadia.
Hey Nadia. So it's anime and games combined. Our very first booth, C30 at Hong Kong Wan Chai. Guys, if you were at the show today and you're joining the stream tonight,
they ho.
This is not pre-recorded, this is live. If you saw me at the show today, I'm back at the office in Hong Kong. We are real, we are legit. What we sold you today or what we told you today is real. This here is real.
They're like, I've never heard of you, yet you're telling me these products are real.
Yeah,
that you really have licenses with Dark Souls, like you really have licenses with like Nintendo, yet we don't know who the hell you are, and you're saying you're based in Hong Kong. Suspicious.
I'm just making sure it's like, hold on. I was at the show earlier on, now these guys are on the things. Like, this is like some sort of like, you know, weird transportation kind of thing. Yeah, so
what's up, Jess?
Guys, if you're new to the show, thanks for joining. Make sure you sign up to our Collectors Club. Hope you enjoy the show. Hope you enjoy the products that you bought from us, and hopefully you guys made it successful, so we can come again next year, etc., etc. So this is if this is your first stream, this is what we do on a weekly basis. We do a Q&A, questions and answers.
Let us know if you are, of course, a Friday Q&A with Chocks A virgin. We'd like to pop a cherry a week. I believe Michael Lai is a new person. We met him at the show for the first time, and he's on the stream. So there's at least one Hong Kong cherry pop right there. Exactly. I like it. Yes. I like it. Like it. Mr. Bong Lee.
Yes.
What is up?
Hey Bong. Thanks for joining the stream this morning, just as I was about to sign off. He just missed the last couple of minutes.
And the look on their face when they see a full English leaflet.
Hey, nothing like, wow, you learn.
Hey, we learn.
Yeah. We learn. They learn.
The law. I like it. They learn they shouldn't have given up English at middle school.
Yeah, well, at least they understand the pricing. Yeah, that's the most important thing.
The law. Welcome.
Hey Matt. All right, guys. So apologies if I haven't been that active yesterday. I've explained that this morning during the live stream. So today, again, most of the day at the booth with Jeff and Michael Lai. Just got back, so I've got all this information right in front of me. And apparently we didn't have any announcements this week.
All right, so
is that right, Miguel? That's
Larissa
bullshit.
Wants to know how tired
that's
are you?
BS because we closed one of the pre-orders this week.
Right. What was that? Crystal Dragon?
That's right.
There you go. See, I do pay attention.
Yeah, we closed Crystal Dragon this week, and this week was validation day for Spike. Come on, Miguel. Right, so I believe that's the announcements for this week.
Boom.
Thanks for asking, Larissa. I'm tired. So is everyone else. But the show must go on.
Show must go on.
Because if we skip this week,
it all goes out of whack.
It all goes out of whack.
All out of sync.
So we've done a lot of work behind the scene.
The
guys at the office, they've done a lot of work.
Kevin enjoyed your live stream this morning.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I wish I'd spoken a little bit longer and actually showed you guys a little bit more stuff, but I think time was kind of getting close to the opening. So I wanted to make sure that Jeff and Michael and I were all set up and ready so we can all start going. But yeah, I hope you guys really like that, because it's like an early preview for you guys. Where there's nobody, no public at the booth, and we can just walk straight.
I wonder how the internet will be like in Gamescom.
I didn't use the Wi-Fi; it was my own personal.
Yeah, sure,
data,
I know, but but how would we'll get one of those SIM cards and see how we can do that.
Yeah, so it was quite cool. It's like outside. Yeah, let's all get prepared. Let's everyone walk in together. Stamp my little badge. Went in there, it's like yeah, that's that direction, Just give you guys an idea how big is actually Hong Kong cons compared to Western cons. It's much smaller, but everything's so packed. It can get a bit crowded, and there's a lot of stuff scattered everywhere. But it was pretty straightforward to find our booth.
The numbers that ACG say is 700,000. I think that's got to be bullshit.
I don't know,
because
you got to see the whole.
Because New York Comic Con is supposed to be 180,000, and it's about 4 times the size of ACG. Would you agree, size-wise?
Right. Okay. Yeah.
But it felt busier.
Where busier?
At NYCC.
Okay.
And it's 4 times the size. Yet it was 180,000 people. Now, I appreciate it's 5 days in Hong Kong, and maybe tomorrow might be a different story. And I have been in there where it's just been like, you can't even move.
Yeah,
but I didn't feel like that today.
Not today. Not today.
And maybe that's just because it's a Thursday. Sorry, Friday.
Yeah.
That's the one it is. Friday Q&A.
Yeah.
Friday Q&A.
Friday Q&A.
So, I'll be interested to see how it is tomorrow, whether or not it's significantly more. But, I definitely felt that it was... I just felt it was busier at AC, at NYCC. Who knows? Hey Irene, we are most certainly not important, but we'll try our best. We're definitely going to get one of those data cards and see how that sort of works. So, hey John, appreciate that. You said you would PO 1 of everything. Well, that's a shame, because I was planning on bringing an Earthworm Jim prototype, but only if you were going to pre-order at least 2. But you said you only pre-order 1, so I guess we'll just put Earthworm Jim license acquisition on the back burner, seeing as you'd only order 1. 355 people at Gamescom last year. Germans. Was ist los? ein bisschen help. Hold on. Right, let me try this out.
Oh. All right.
Hallo, meine deutsche Familie. Ich würde gern um helfen bitte. Gibt es jemanden, der uns helfen kann, einige Worte für Gamescom zu übersetzen? Smiley face. Nein, was? Was? I wonder whether or not understood. I think that's gonna go down very, very like. I don't.
What?
Denise, I'm not even gonna bother listening to what you gotta say about that because, mate, you're a Dutchie. You don't understand German. My German, because only a true German person would understand the accent. Oh, nice one, Daniel. We're going to definitely be hitting up some people for a bit of helfer. All the Germans are laughing at my ass.
Are they? Laughing with you, right? Not at you.
Well, you know, there has been some stereotypes that Germans don't have a sense of humor, but that can't be right because they're laughing right now. But I'm pretty sure it must be because of my accent. Yeah, so, what were we even talking about?
Oh, just briefly about ACG.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to go back a bit more into that.
Yeah, let's go a bit more. So,
A bit more back into that as we do the week in review.
All right.
So, yeah. Week in review. Crystal Dragons now closed. Spike went up for validation.
Yep.
That's the announcements. Let's do the week in review. Of course, what happened on the weekend, Chocks?
Weekend or weekdays?
Yeah, weekend. Did anything happen on the weekend?
Last weekend or just last weekend? Yeah. Why are we going backwards?
Last weekend, because it was the week in review, yo. It usually starts right after this last week.
No, I thought you were starting from Spike's.
No.
validation.
We're going from the week in review.
Oh, what happened last weekend?
Yeah, innit? Did anything happen?
God.
Anything interesting in the club? Don't think there was there? So.
Yeah, I don't think there was there? Did you post anything? It's just constant Spike stuff, because that was Friday reservation.
Right.
So a lot of anime guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
that's
anime
cool.
guys. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And then
anime.
yeah. So I guess Monday, what did we do? So my bro's in town, right? So I've been out of it a little bit.
Yeah.
But I came in on Monday, working on that super secret thing, which is actually now finally coming out nicely. Did you see it?
Which one?
Check it out. You know what we were talking about? Trying to do that for ACG. Maybe do that life size.
Oh, okay. I think I might know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Imagine this bad boy life size. All right, yeah.
Okay. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine that life size, and then obviously this is the mock-up for the actual for the submission, and of course that would be a different one, and that would be different versions of Reg X.
Where's your mouse? I see. Oh yeah.
So regular, with some. Yeah,
exactly.
It's alright actually.
That'd be good everywhere.
Yeah.
Not just Gamescom.
No, ACG.
ACG, sorry, ACG, yeah.
Alright, you lift them up and take them then. Oh, Jesus, that's a good point. Focusing on Alex's glasses right now to see if they can see the super thing.
Reflections, yo.
Yeah. I need to go back and check if that's even possible. Yeah. So
just look at it. Just look at it. Look at the screen. Look at the camera.
Nah, you can't.
Are you seeing the reflections? Bring a different image. Let me see. Like.
All right. Let's see. Something.
Yeah, something bright.
Something bright. All right. Okay.
Crash.
Yeah, something like this. All right. Let's see if it's possible to be seen. But first of all, there's a time delay. Okay. Right. Can you see it?
The screen went bright.
Well, it's not even on that bit yet. I'm doing it right now. If you're looking at that, that's delayed, right? So can you see anything right here?
I'm focusing.
Can you see anything? Totally. I don't think you can.
No. Stop moving your head. Nah, it's past it. It's past it now. You're pointing to the last side, yeah.
Yeah, really paranoid. All right. Yeah, Denise said you can't.
Or can you?
They've been knowing about all the secret stuff. Especially, for example, they've all found out about, Jet's exclusive. Oh no! Wait, that's because you leaked it.
I didn't leak it.
Oh yeah.
That's not a leak.
Of course it bloody is.
That's a nice announcement.
Oh, I see.
Early announcement.
Oh, that's a really good one. Early announcement. I like it. I like it.
See, that's how you do it. Like, do it big. Like, go to an event.
Colin, you're making me paranoid now.
Shiny forehead now.
Ooh, no sneaks given away by my forehead this week. All right, so Tuesday, Spike's validation stream, absolutely smooth.
Yeah,
super duper smooth. Fantastic news, awesome, excellent, and I'm happy to say that the Spike numbers are healthy. They're solid. So that is really great news. So thank you very much for the support on that, guys.
Yeah,
really much so. And I look forward to continuing with that, etc. So that's really great.
And whilst we're talking about Cowboy Bebop, obviously you guys know it's the 20th anniversary, and as you guys know, both pieces were ACG, and the response from the fans there was like, "Ooh, I'm surprised you guys had the license." And I was like, "Ooh, what kind of scale? Why does it cost this much? Are you guys gonna do the other pieces?" I'm a big fan of Cowboy Bebop. It made sense, right? Having anime statues at the Anime Con.
Yeah. So on weekend, I ran a Gurren Lagann character poll.
On that Sunday, was it?
Yeah, that was fun day.
Right.
I believe that was my fun day. I did that was Spike. It's a sort of general production stuff, various suit production videos for that. Some more of Snake, adding the wires going through the boots, cleaning the boots, adding the wires going through it. There's a lot of sort of wires that go all the way through the body just to make those eyes light up. It's not just making the eyes light up with a helmet, also with the face. You don't put the batteries in there, for example. Let's go all the way from the base all the way straight up to the top and turn it on. So that's really kind of difficult in terms of...
I think some of these I haven't even seen this week.
Yeah?
Probably these last couple of days. Yeah.
So it's been really quite... It's just to show you again why these things take so long, and it's all very manual. All very manual.
Oh, I've seen that. I've seen the boots, the one with the wires sticking out.
Right. Right. Guys, I just want to say something very quickly. We are going to say that today is as always, if it is one of these weeks, it is of course a teaser week. Teaser week. So we will
Teaser.
run a quick video for you just to let you know what's up.
And this is why we said we worked our ass off and made sure we came back from the con today, because we wanted to give you guys something to enjoy over the weekend.
Yeah.
For the whole week, and then next week will be
the actual
reservation period.
Exactly right.
Yes.
So we will run it to right now, and then we'll run it at the end of the stream, as like we always do. We'll run it twice.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Yeah, like we always do.
All right. Cool.
All right, guys. We'll run that. We'll talk a little bit about that, and then we will, of course, continue with the week in review. We will see you on the other side. Boom! Warpstar Kirby coming to reservation week next week. In this following week, Chocks, I will go through that TT poll. I will look down that list and I will find you. And I will hunt you. And I will let you know that next week will be its reservation. Because you promised.
Don't go back and uncheck that.
You promised. And this will be a great correlation between TT votes. Are they for real? Or are they not for real? We'll find you. So, as I said again, guys, Warpstar Kirby reservation next week. Warpstar Kirby reservation starts next week with Friday Q&A with Chocks A number 81. Bada bing, bada boom. I like it. Now, Bang,
yeah.
I'm trying to convince him that the Kirby line's for him.
Oh,
because
okay.
he's a little bit hesitant.
Really?
But
Why?
then he says he never was.
He's never a fan of him.
But I know that his kids like. Out of all the collections that he's got a very extensive collection of F4Fs. Zoomed in on that. Zoomed in on the Sword Kirby. It was like that one. But also they really like the Sonic stuff as well.
Yeah.
But it's
the kids, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah, for sure. Hello, F4F code. Denise, you just made the list.
That was a what do you call it?
It's called a low blow.
Yes.
A below the belt. Yeah, that kind. So,
it's a good one, but a bad one at the same time.
But what you do know is, of course, we don't run away from it.
Yeah. The show still goes on.
Show must go on.
We're still here. We're back. We survive.
Absolutely, just about.
Water.
Then we also ran a Gruntilda poll, which needs some TLC because Mumbo Jumbo hit that 500.
Just
600? 500?
600, I think.
600.
Just
pretty,
barely, right?
Yeah, which is, that's good.
That's still good. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. So definitely those are now on the Mumbo Jumbo is currently definitely on the list. I'm thinking sort of Throne. They look nice. Have to sort of see what's going on. The other thing with Metal Gear Solid, you have seen I posted something in there just recently, and that is Chocks. Talk a little bit about that box. I posted the box, by the way.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I kind of briefly looked at it. It's the same color box, right?
Yeah.
About the text, the blurry text.
Well, but what is it? It's not the actual box, but it's the.
All right, okay, guys.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
just
that.
a quick reminder about that color box, the brown box that Alex posted today, I believe, right?
Correct.
Right. So basically, back then when we did the launch for the exclusives and any other SKUs on that, the combos and the triple packs, right? The ultimate edition or essential edition, I believe, yeah. The exclusive, the combos and essential editions. What apart from the colorful art box, as you know, in the game, Snake hides underneath the brown box, and then it goes like sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. Well, you have the art box, colorful art box, and then you have that wrapping around the color art box.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
then,
it's not the first time we've double boxed a box before, right?
Right, but this double box is like, again, it has patterns and images and text and stuff. Before, you have the corner protectors, and then you have the actual shipper box.
Absolutely. It's
Yes.
a little, something that we wanted to throw in a little bit of an Easter egg.
So think of them like as the Dark Souls Artorias SD or the Crash Bandicoot PVC. You have the inner brown box with an image on the side, and then you have the actual shipper box on the outside. So that idea, because I heard some comments, you guys was like, oh, what about having a brown box, as the shipper box as a brown box? But then again, that shipper box is meant to protect the packaging inside, so that's going to get all scuffed and damaged. So we thought, hey, why not just add an inner brown box to cover the colorful art box before we put that into a shipper box.
Yeah. Salim, if we were to get both, I would say, if I was to get that, I would say both, 1/4 and 1/6. 1/6 would be on the horses, 1/4 would be without the horses. So for Jacqueline saying, do people need to be part of the group to vote on the TTs? The answer is yes, you do. Jacqueline, I appreciate you wanting to spread the word for Vampire Hunter D. So there's a couple of things I want to say about that. The actual reality is we actually sort of said we wanted to do... Oh, Chocks is 101.
All right.
I wanted to actually... So how do I say this? TTs generally don't do well. That's the first thing I'll say. The second thing I'll say is we sort of just run these TTs, and it's kind of like done a way that's... how do I say this? So I'm just moving this around. When we do those TTs, yeah, Jesus, how strange. When we do those TTs, it's kind of like we don't actually expect. Well, it's not that we don't expect. We don't actually know all the time, but we've known over time that, of course, most TTs don't do too well, right, Chocks? Because it's usually trying to find the needle in the haystack. And we kind of just sort of ran them in the club. First of all, the club was really small at the time, and so there's two things about that. The first one is, would the potential licensor really like you doing that? Well, that's the one thing. The second thing is spies. But then the club became too big anyways. But at this stage, we already started getting through the process of doing these TTs inside the club. The second thing is, when we recognized that people were like, hey, I want to share this out, they couldn't share out the poll directly from the TT because it's inside a closed group, but they wanted to rally fans from outside, so we started creating blog posts. Share the blog posts. The moment you can share those blog posts really easily, so that's what you need to do. Share those blog posts to any VHD guys that you might consider would be interested in the D, and if you know some people that would be interested in the D, to come and join and vote on the TT to get some D love. So yeah, that's where we're at with that. The next thing is I did a Teehee something purple. Indeed, did you guys get what it was? Let us know in the comments if you figured that out. The Other thing is the rider link. I don't even know what happened what went down with that, Chocks. I was just whining my own business.
Yeah.
Troy decided to ask me a question. I said, nope, sorry. And then I went into a long... He was like, can I see a rider link sneak peek? And I was like, no, man, sorry. And then I went, did you see all the things I said?
No, I didn't see that.
All right. Because you asked me, did you sneak this? And I was like,
yeah, we were in a meeting. I was like, are you sure?
Yeah, so do you not know how this went down?
No.
Oh, you don't know how this went down? Okay, let me. One of those. Just F4F things. So I type this in. Quite enjoyed this. I was walking to work, right? It's right in the perfect time in the morning, right? Obviously, you like get your ass in here when you talk about Gamescom. No one knows what's going on. Is that right? Okay.
Yeah.
You know, one of those days. It's like, yeah, okay. So he goes here. He goes, Alex, can we get... You know, it's the first thing
I've seen this post. I saw the post that Troy made.
Right.
Right, I remember this one.
Right. And it's the first thing I'd seen. Like, he just literally posted it. And I was the first one I said, sorry, no. Right? And then I said, it's too expensive to show. Too big to show. Too amazing to show. Too next level to show. Too stunning to show. Too sweet to show. Too bada bing bada boom to show. You're too brain melting to show. Too tight to show. Too extraordinary to show. Too wallet fear inducing to show. Apparently I've done it twice.
Oh, okay. I see, yeah.
Too tasty to show. Too 10 out of 10 to show. Too thick to show. Too incredible to show. Too on another planet to show. Too dazzling to show. Too hot to show. Too moisture inducing to show. Too frenzy making to show. Too frothing at the mouth to show. Too pleasurable to show. Too joyful to show. Too faint ensuing to show. Too many weak lees to show. Too many paint details to show. Too many heartbeats would be skipped to show. Too rad to show. Too tummy rumbling ensuing to show. Too metal to show. Too incomprehensible to show. Too much greatness to show. Too many babies would be made to show. Too many hardenings would happen to show. Too astonishing to show. Too bodacious to show. Too supercalifragilisticexpialidocious to show. Too Zelda fandom empowering to show. Oh, Dark Souls fans, check this out. Too beyond your wildest dreams to show. Too picturesque to show. Too much of a precious gem to show. Too remarkable to show. Too luxurious to show. Too legendary to show. Too unforgettable to show. Too many rays of sunshine will be shone to show. Too majestic to show. Too goosebump making to show. Too spine tingling to show.
How long did this go on for?
And then boom. I was like, right, there you go. But the thing is, Chocks, he literally called me as I was leaving the house.
Yeah.
Getting on the bus, he posted, I was like, nah, man. So as I'm walking all the way it's my walk from the station to here, I'm like, bada bing, bada boom. So that is where I did have a lot of fun with that. It was just kept on going, like, and then had to show that, of course, a lot of people would have to have gone through a long list to actually find that sort of mega sneak, and then Jake posted that, and that's why you were like, "Hey, Alex, what's this?
Yeah.
Did you sneak this?" I was like, "Yeah,
was
yeah,
this
I did
approved?"
The thing is, if you look from a real far distance, it kind of looks really like clear. But when you go inside, I should have made the pixels a little bit bigger because
it looks like one of those old CRT. The scan lines.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Scan lines.
I should have made it a little bit bigger for the pixels. It's probably giving away a bit too much away.
Yeah. Having too much fun.
Right, I had a lot. I enjoyed that. Hey Victor. All I can say is, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. And there'll be no shame on me. Again. All right. Well, at least not in that respect. I'm sure that we use lots of shame. There's a lot of shame on me. Anyways, Gamescom. So we talked a little bit last week about the pre-order packs and how we're going to get that done. We'll talk a little bit more of that when we have a little bit more information on ACG. But we are working hard on getting that working at the moment. We're trying our best to try and get some pins done in time, but it may not be done in time for Gamescom, which is a bit of a bummer. But we're working hard and see what we can do that. I also ran a age and gender, and others poll in the club. What was it before, Chocks? It was like the 19% of women, right?
Yeah.
And now it's 24.5. So it's going in the right direction. Well, you know,
it's nice to go.
You know, it's
nice to go higher, right?
Well, it's just, you know, but definitely Shiranui helped swing that.
How about others? Did others increase as well? Was there others beforehand, or was it just?
I believe so. I have to go back to what the original poll was. Whether or not how I did that before, I'm not 100% sure. So yeah, the other thing was just checking whether or not at Gamescom, you guys, whether or not €50 note is normal. Because in the UK, 50 quid, everyone's like, nah, man, I ain't accepting that. It's like Hong Kong's 1,000.
In the casinos, 50 is quite common. I quite like the 50 notes. It's nice.
But usually you would think that there's lots of, what's the word? Fakes.
But there's also lots of fake £5 notes and £20 notes.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm sure there's always that sort of stuff. But certainly 1,000 in Hong Kong is kind of like, nah, I just do by default.
Actually, last time I went back to UK, I was surprised. Like, is it 20 notes, £20 notes, or is it £5 notes that uses the plastics?
10 quid.
Is it 10 pounds? Yeah.
10 quid.
That's kind of surprising.
Yeah, well, it's like our 10s here. Oh no, it's 5.
It's £5, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Was it 20?
I'm not sure. I think they're all changing to that. To be honest,
they're all plastic now.
I think.
Can you remember the £1 notes back in the day? £2 coins.
£2 coins, but not £1 notes. 5 squid.
I haven't seen that.
That's a 5 squidder. So just basically this.
Yeah. That's the £10 notes.
Yeah. So you know, in terms of euros, 50, I was thinking, would €50 be something that's kind of like no one carries them, because like you never carry a 50 quid, because most people won't accept them, right?
Right.
So if you were to like take out 100 quid out of the ATM, it would give you 20s and 10s. It wouldn't give you 250s.
Oh, in UK, yeah.
In the UK. But in Gamescom, did you know euros? What the denominations they have? If you think about the UK, what do we have? 5, 10, 20, 50. Done.
Yeah. Easy
peasy, lemon squeezy. Euros goes 5, 10, 20, 50, 100. I think 200 and like 500 notes or something ridiculous like that. Meaning like, hello, easy bank heist. Right? Yeah. Like you want to rob a bank in the UK, they're like, all right, take 50s at the best is what you can take, right?
What about coins? Must be tons more, right?
I don't know about that. Euro notes.
This is like same as
Hong Kong. There you go. 5, 10, 20, 50, 100, 200 and 500 euro notes. You imagine just walking around with €1,000,000 notes. It's easy. Compared to like in England you have to be like 20. Crazy. Hey MJP. The 5 and 10ers. 5 and 10ers are plastic in the UK. In China, in Hong Kong, it's just the 10s.
Just the 10s, yeah.
Just the 10s.
And they're like really tiny as well. As in like really short. As in like compared to UK notes. UK notes are kind of like taller.
Right. And the wallet kind of sticks out the top of it.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. So in terms of Gamescom, it's good just to check whether or not 50 was normal, because our pre-order packs, just to let you guys know, talked a little bit about this last stream.
Oh my, yeah. Irene has the coins. Is it cent? CT? Is it cent? Is it euros? This dude's calling them cent, right?
Yeah.
1 cent, 2 cent, 5 cent, 10 cent, 20 cent, 50 cent, €1.
Yeah. That's the same as
Hong Kong.
No.
Hong Kong.
No, 50 cents.
That
their cent is the same as the pence.
Ah.
Do we have 2p's? Of course we do. 1p, 2p's,
2p,
5p's,
5p, and then
10p,
$1,
20p, 50p. It's the same.
Same as UK.
Yeah.
But
but not Americans. They're quarters.
There's too many coins back then.
A quarter. Well, yeah. I mean,
It's quite confusing.
Because it's like, oh yeah, it's like $1, and then oh yeah, sales tax. He's like, oh right, that's a lot of change. It's a ton of change, isn't it?
Yeah. I was like, Jeff, you sort it out. He's good with coins.
Yeah. So in terms of euros, we are doing this Euro pack, and just to confirm what's going to happen with that, we're going to be charging €50 for a pack for a pre-order pack. Why is that not appearing? Maybe refresh it.
It's bang.
No, it's not.
It is.
No, but it wasn't those faces. It was angry faces.
Just give it time. You need to refresh.
You have to refresh it then. Anyways, going back to what's going to happen at Gamescom, it's going to be a €50 pack, and inside that €50 pack, you will get definitely one of these. If we can get it done in time, a F4F pin. But more importantly, the €50 pack that you pay for gives you €60 worth of extra money. But what you get is a 75, so you actually get more than €10 credit. So you pay 50, it's the equivalent of 60, because €60 is about $74, 70 something like dollars, and we will be giving you a gift card that is worth $75 for €50. Now, based on the current exchange rate, let's just see how that works, right? €75 to dollars.
Just put US at the bottom.
Just go with that. So, how about this, guys? If you were to put €50 normally, €50 is worth $58 based on today's exchange rate. Assuming it's the same at Gamescom time, €50 equals $58. So if everything was smooth and we were exactly the same, we would say, thanks so much for your €50. As you know, our website only takes dollars. Well, here's a gift card that's worth $58. Get it? €50 is worth $58. We would just simply give you a card that says $58 off for your €50. But this is F4F, and this is a promotion at Gamescom. So what we're going to do is you pay €50, but you actually get the equivalent in dollar terms of €60. More than €60. Why? Because the dollar amount on that card will be $75. Let me explain that again. If I tell you $75 is worth €64.37, but you get it for 50. Not only do you get it for 50, you also get yourself one of these, and also hopefully a pin if it arrives in time. That's the deal. You get yourself an extra, basically €14 worth of US dollars bonus from buying a starter pack or a pre-order pack from us at Gamescom.
Can they stack them?
Huh?
Can they stack them?
No. Is that clear?
Crystal.
Is it limited per one person per account? No, absolutely not. Bum. As many as you want.
Bring us a €500 note, we'll give you 10 packs. I want to see a €500 note. We'll give you 10 packs.
Yeah, absolutely. It's totally. Why don't we have a look at the sort of mock-up?
What? Is it done a mock-up?
Yeah. I'll show it to you. Yeah, you saw it already.
When?
Yeah, yesterday, yeah.
What happened yesterday? That's right, Marco. $75 US gift card and goodies for €50. Did you see it? Yeah, it's really good, right?
Yeah, but I'm saying it's really tiny, which means that we can more value for our quality. It's a bloody mock-up.
Is it even 1/6? You think it's even? You think it's even 1/6?
What even 1/6?
That. That tiny.
So we're working on one of these packs right now, right? It's sort of like the basic sort of thing, right? We're sort of working on it, and inside one of these, as we let's see this.
See it? Oh, you got to refresh your screen.
No. So one of these, so one of these sort of packs, right? In there, terms and conditions, working on it on the front, right? In it would be one of these, right? As we said, if possible, don't quote me on this. We're going to try and get one of these pins done in time. It's really literally touch and go, right? Then in there would be basically, I don't know, sort of like a general sort of like leaflet on like whatever it is, whatever we want to say it is. It could be like just sort of marketing materials. Join the club, right? Whatever it is. There's not everybody here. Where is the...
Yeah. He spent it. He spent his €50 already.
Are you serious right now?
Hey Patrick, how much do I have to pay for a prototype shown on Gamescom? Well, think of it as like a top-up card, right? So if we have these packs at the booth, all you have to do is just purchase the pack, and then you just go home, go on the website, and then just spend them as credit. So whatever you see on the website on the price at the booth, it will be the same as it is on the website. So we want, we want the whole purchasing process really simple for everyone. So you go in there, get in the line, buy your packs, and then that's it. You put the packs back in your bag, enjoy the rest of the booth. Then once you go home, you just, go into your account and spend those credits, and that's it.
Well, let's try this again. That's in there. That's in there.
No, Daniel, we just confirmed that these don't stack. I just make sure that this was clarified. Hey, Derek, I think he means showing an unannounced statue.
Are we showing unannounced statues? Yeah, we will be.
And how much do I have to pay for a prototype? Oh, we're not selling prototypes. Is that what you meant, Patrick?
Alright, so for example, this is kind of a semi idea, right? Let's say it's something like this. In it, we say, okay, terms and conditions on the back, like pre-order, how to use it, all that sort of stuff. One of these, possibly a sort of marketing material sort of stuff, how to do it. This is the pre-order pack, and in it tells you, sort of a little bit more like step one, a bit more sort of picture orientated. This needs some work. Then this, and then if everything goes smoothly, as I said, one of these. This is just the mock-up; it's not even real. And then last but not least, will be which would be this, which is this, and on it will be like an authenticity card with the codes and the information on the back. For example, bada bing, bada boom on the back. Scratch that off, etc., etc. That's the kind of sort of basic idea. Now, this didn't really make sense. It's not €50 credit. Because actually what it is it's actually this is what it is. So it should be more like this. So it's more like this. So it's $75 is the promotion, right? $75 store credit for €50. For €50. Which $75 in euro terms is 64. Bada bing, bada boom. That's why it will be
why not just
more.
say €64?
Because at the end of the day, this is what you get off this. First of all, they already bought it. On the promotional cards, no, not promotional. When we're sitting in the lines and like giving me like leaflets, that
I just paid my.
That will be showing people, and that's what I got to work on the writing.
Like I said, I just spent €50 at your booth, Alex Davis.
Yeah.
And then you give me this, and it's like €75. It's like, oh fuck, I gotta work this shit out myself, right? So we gotta highlight that.
First of all, if they've bought it, they bought it, right? If they bought it, they bought it. That means they should have figured that shit out beforehand. Now, what I'm saying is, we will figure that shit out for them, because on the leaflet we will say it's worth 70. No, and that's what I got to work on.
It's worth in their term 68 euros.
64. So it's an extra.
68.
It's more. So we're going to say more than 10 euros.
Like in euros,
more than 10 euros. With an asterisk
on the website,
based on this
it
information.
will say 75. Like
because we take euros, you take US dollars. So it's a.
I'm just saying, then that needs to be clear. Like for those guys on the booth saying, because it's like
that's what I got to work on, that leaflet that you go around hanging out.
Because if they open that up and it just says 75 USD, I'm like, what the fuck? I've just paid in euros. Why am I in USD?
Because on the leaflet and on the back we'll also say it as well, or something like that. You know, all the sort of terms and conditions. So when you go around going like.
That's a good point, Jacqueline. Jacqueline says, on the leaflet, have a conversion on the table.
Yeah, what we'll do.
A little chart. Actually, do a little chart.
No, forget about the little chart, because
a little chart.
It's only one amount. We're only doing 50 euros, right? It's not a chart.
No, like
but it will be like a little
one line chart.
It'll be like a little asterisk. They always say the equivalent of more than 10 euros, and then based on this exchange rate, right?
That, not a little asterisk. It has to be like, boom, in your face.
Yeah, okay, whatever. We got to design on that. That's, you know, e-fans. Pièce de résistance. Amazing, right? We can figure that out, right?
I don't believe it when I see it.
So, you know, imagine this is the leaflet that we go around.
And then he says, can you just say on the leaflet, get 20% extra value for your 50 euros?
Sure, there's many, and that's going to be on this.
Many different ways to say it.
And that's going to be on this.
Yeah.
What is the way it's going to be attracting people? It's going to say, these are the ones that we're going out. This is before they even get to the pack, right?
Yeah, this is before they get to the pack.
Right, so before they even get to the pack, it's going to be like...
it'd be nice to remind them in the pack as well. Most people will be totally understanding of different currency in this anime kind of market.
3 p.m. in the house, what's up? So, yeah, you know, in terms of the leaflet, it needs to be like promotion. You know, 20% more for your euros. Get yourself $75.
Feeding frenzy in your face.
Yeah, and then they get that inside the pack. What do you guys think of that starter pack? Do you think? I mean, have you ever heard of this? Something like this before?
Power packs.
Power pack. That's quite a good idea. What do we call it? Power pack.
Power pack.
Power pack.
Power up pack.
Hey Randy, it's not 68 euros. It's 64. Oh, so that's probably what you should say, yeah? The equivalent of 65/68 euros. 50 euros equals 75/64 euros. Something like that.
We couldn't get the shirts in time ready for Gamescom, but we're trying, Byron. Yeah, we're trying. We are trying.
So we call them, what do we call them? Power packs? Starter packs? Pre-order packs?
I don't know, there's so many.
And we're trying to do it to open up the entire booth for those pre-orders. And it's a way to let people go onto the site and then take advantage of those payment plans. And it sort of took us, you know, when we had that epiphany to figure it out, it's then now figuring out how the physical pack actually look and make it still look classy and stuff like that. And yeah, it's coming out really, you know, I like how it's coming along.
Randy, first love pack. First Love. Have you heard that song?
What song's that?
Is it called First Love? It's been like... Huh.
Mm-mm.
You never heard of it?
Mm-mm.
Classic.
Mm-mm.
Hikaru Utada.
Mm-mm.
Ah.
Was she your first J-pop love?
No, but she was like a hit in Asia.
Yeah?
Yeah. Like one of the early Japanese singers.
Really?
Alright. Yeah, I was disappointed not seeing Red Bull at ACG. Come on, Red Bull Hong Kong.
First for starter pack.
Day one packs.
Absolutely.
Nah, it'll be day one. Day one every single day.
Yeah.
It can't be day one packs.
So yeah, you know, we're looking forward to doing those packs, and because if we can crack that and we can prove it works at Gamescom, I really feel that we can take it anywhere. That concept, do it all over.
Ah, that's right. Thanks, Derek Baker. Yeah, she did the Kingdom Hearts theme, but it's not as good as First Love.
Is it as good as Wong Fei's Final Fantasy VIII song?
Eyes on Me.
Mm.
Ah.
Which is more famous?
Which
Probably
one's more
FF8.
famous? Well, First Love is nothing to do. Oh, you're talking about games, yeah?
Yeah,
The Kingdom Hearts
no,
theme.
yeah.
Kingdom Hearts theme or the Final
versus-
Fantasy theme? I
Mm.
think the FF theme. Yeah.
But it's not what's the
The
song?
the song, yeah.
Super duper overpowered F4F gift pack. It rolls off the tongue. I love it.
They're very efficient.
Yeah. Yeah. And this could be a sort of example of how you could do these gift cards.
Yeah.
Like if we were to do gift cards,
It's
as
universal. Look at
you know,
that. It's universal packs.
if we were to do this kind of gift cards
Yeah.
as a kind of like a physical one, you could print them out like this. Send them out. Expiry date on the gift card. If you're talking about this gift card or this starter pack, the answer is no. If you're talking about, but the point is, you're supposed to use it straight away. You'll be able to order it online straight away. So you should use it straight away. But otherwise, it's kind of like, yeah, pretty straightforward. As in terms of gift cards themselves won't have an expiry date. Yeah, Denise, of course you can. There's no limit on how many gift cards you could buy. Because, not gift cards, sorry. Starter packs. Or power packs. There is no limit to the number of power packs that you can buy simply because... But you can only apply them to one per pre-order.
One per pre-order.
And it's only available for use for those items that we showed at Gamescom. To be clear. It's not usable. Or is it? Is there a reason why it has to be Gamescom? It doesn't have to be.
It doesn't have to be. But we assume that people that was on the Gamescom saw the items that they want at Gamescom. That's why they want to spend that credit for.
Maybe we make it only I think it has to be the ones that are Gamescom then, especially because of those PVCs. You have to use a special PVC link for the Gamescom ones because the dollar amount is too high. So let me explain this, guys. Our exclusive PVCs is typically $100 with exclusive packaging, etc., etc. Let's say, for example, we will be taking Solaire SD as an example, right? If we gave you, as you know, this Artorias Solaire SD, it's like 50% as a deposit, so it's $50, right? So if you take a Gamescom Solaire SD pack and you apply it to, if you take a starter pack, right, and you apply it to the normal SKU Chocks, you pay, first of all, your coupon is worth 75.
Yeah,
right?
A lot more.
Yeah, but it's 100, so we're still cool, right? Except for the standard deposit on that piece is $50, meaning you paid $125 for a $100 item. Doesn't make sense. So you have to have a specific Gamescom specific Solaire SD, which has a deposit of $1, $10, whatever it is, meaning that you have the $75 worth that you got from your starter pack, right? Plus the deposit of $10, meaning you paid $85, meaning the final balance is, obviously $15 plus shipping. So it doesn't work unless you have a specific Gamescom one. So I think the packs should be limited to the Gamescom stuff only. That's what I reckon. This Q&A needs to be really quick. Chocks is dying right now. Right, we're going to cane through this. Chocks, over to you.
I mean, we will eventually have gift cards, so people can always get gift cards and top them up.
Yeah, that's a good point. How can you use gift cards on, maybe it's got to be items over a certain amount? It's kind of weird, because it doesn't really work. Maybe can it recalculate the deposits? I'm not sure.
Or the gift cards can act like the reward points. Well, they are the reward, right? You know how to spend your reward points?
I'm not 100% sure. We'll have to sort of look into that.
Back to the thinking board.
Absolutely. So yeah, that was Gamescom. How's the word? We had our first day at ACG and we were quite surprised we sold about, what, 20 in-stock items?
Today, yeah?
Yeah, something like that.
Which
was for the, you know, some PVCs. And again, I was telling you guys before that the only reason why we're even thinking about doing these cons is the ability to sell PVCs. That for us is going to be a key strategy. And whether or not, and selling in-stock stuff is one thing. It's trying to sell pre-order stuff of PVCs mainly for these shows. And I really want to see how that works with Gamescom. But, you know, I didn't know what to expect for Anicom, and it was, you know, cool. First day. If you sort of take down the cost of if you take the cost of the booth and you divide it over the 5 days, is it 5 days? Full 5 days? Yeah, 5 days. You know, today was Friday. It did what it needed to do to justify the show. I mean, just to sort of just about break even. But of course, there's the exposure and all that sort of stuff, which you can't quantify. And then will they see us next year? And then, of course, next year we'll have more PVCs. Right now we had 4 items, right? We have more and more and more.
Well, yeah, but like, you know, with regards to in-stock and pre-order, we've got to consider the culture, the things they collect, the space they have.
Yeah, sure.
And like, if you have, for example, pre-ordering stuff from myself, like if I was to pre-order stuff, and if I know there's a legit shop, I can go and pick it up. Then you kind of like, oh, you know, that it's safe.
Salem, let me say, if you go to Gamescom and what's up, Nanathe? If let's say you wanted to get Crash, you just get yourself a starter pack. You go to the starter pack. It's worth $75. You go onto the website. You put your coupon code in for $75, and then from there you can choose the FlexiPay option. So you absolutely, and that was key, can get the payment plan with the starter pack. So yeah, Chocks, over to you.
Are we done with the weekend review?
Yeah.
All right.
And I say, just in time for you to do the Royal Rumble, King of the Ring.
Alright guys, I've got ACG Hong Kong blog here. Well, basically, over these next few days, we're going to keep track of, like, you know, the atmosphere, taking some photos possibly, and then I'm going to pass that down to Miguel, and then Miguel will give you just like a post-mortem of the ACG Hong Kong event. So that's going to happen sometime next week, after the event closes. Alright, Temptation Thursdays. A little update for TT 111. That is Source Hunters, Divinity, Original Sin. Currently at 113 votes.
Yeesh.
With 30 votes says yes, and 83 votes said no.
Right.
So a very, 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 very low vote count.
How does that compare? Nothing compares.
Total votes?
No, not total votes. Total no votes. Oh, not total no votes. Well, the total yes votes. Nothing compares to you. Actually, something does compare to you. Ascending. First 4 lowest numbers. My wing commander is still 12. Twinson 15. MDK 23. Divinity Original Sin 30. Followed by
this is vote counts.
Battle Chasers 34. Followed by Aircrafts from Ace Combat 35. Wow, look at that. 34, 35, 36, 37. Did we go 38? No, 38. Next one's 42. You know, a couple of people could just sway those positions very quickly.
Look at there's 3 polls with each with 54 votes. That's Flynn from Shin Megami Tensei, Ricky Maru from Tenchu, and Cody from Final Fight.
That's interesting.
Lots of interesting stats. Right.
Do the left, left, right, right.
Yeah, I did it.
Did you do it? Yeah, cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Long. Oh, that was been there from day one.
Yeah.
Right? Luckily, it wasn't something else. But that's funny.
That's cool.
Yeah. Right. Last week's TT 112. Ooh, Lee Lock Lamperoug. Code GAS. 301 votes. Total 143 said yes. 158 said no. So it was kind of neck and neck. So yeah.
I need to give the guts numbers.
Nothing much to add to that. And yeah, apologies guys, haven't had time to really look into the TT, but I think I've got another one that I should get
the
into.
TT?
Yeah.
You mean the King of the Ring?
No, next TT.
Right.
We've gone through all the TTs.
Oh really?
Yeah, we've gone through all the TTs.
Alright guys, have a quick suggestions.
Suggestions guys, which TT would you like going up?
623 approximately for guts.
623.
Something like that.
Alright then.
So what are you guys thinking for?
So what did we have? We did this last time. We did like it was like an anime.
We did the anime recently, yeah.
The last one was
it was
like
2-1, 2-1.
It was an anime, a PC game, and an indie game.
Right.
Yeah. And then there was an anime, a game, an anime.
Star Ocean. Broken Sword. Undertale.
I'm thinking that.
For the anime, yeah?
Let's see. Well, it won't be next.
What about this one?
That one. Can do.
Isn't a lot of people doing that one already or not?
No.
Really?
Double check. Double check. Check. You think so?
No, they don't. Okay, go on then.
I'm sure no one.
Yep.
Right. Come on, guys. Like 2-2-1, 2-2-2-2-1, or 1-2-2.
I'm cool. Whichever, however you want to do it.
Yeah, this needs updating. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll get some value for that lunch. Think it's worth a couple of pins?
Right. Oh, come on, guys.
All right.
You want to do that?
What's that?
Yeah, I thought you wanted to do that.
What?
No.
You got to go something a bit bigger.
Bigger.
Yeah, because you got the indie. Got any suggestions? Zero Escape. All right. Shot fire. I laugh like a serial killer. Serial killer. Damn. Are you sure? What have we got here? What's the Zero Escape I keep seeing?
Old game. Oh my god. Old game.
Oh, you just missed it. I know you got it. It's so bright now. Jumping Flash. Pikmin. We did Pikmin.
Yeah, we did Pikmin.
We've chosen an anime, we've chosen an indie. We want to choose a slightly more console-ish. So slow, computer. What's a Zero Escape? Everyone keeps banging on about it.
You never heard of it?
Have you?
Yeah.
Hey Adam, shall I run another ukulele poll?
Hello.
Just choose anyone, innit?
I think everyone's running out of ideas.
It's been 100 and something, hasn't it?
It's been over 100 TTs. I think guys are running out of ideas now.
That is a Zero.
Yeah, it's this one. It's like an adventure game.
Yeah, alright. Let's do it then.
But it's kind of like, I wouldn't say it's a triple A.
Fine, we don't necessarily need to be AAA. Yeah. Alright, let's do it.
Alright then.
There we go, guys.
Alright then.
Let's go.
Alright then.
Let us know, will you be saying yes? Or will you be saying
and be like, I told you so.
I don't like it. What's going wrong with these?
Right, next week's TT. The first one up. Undertale. Right? Undertale.
Is that for you? Is that gonna do? How's that gonna do compared to Hollow Knight? Is that something you'd be interested in?
That's right. And what is wrong with my stream? The second TT. Any feedbacks? Any comments, guys? Undertale.
Oh, you pinned that, yeah, just recently?
Yeah.
That's what moved this out of the way.
Really?
Yeah. I was just wondering why that was moving
Alright,
around.
alright, that's fine.
So
Respectful. You can go with whatever decision you make, but be happy that for others, you know, let them vote, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because one day that will turn around
and be yours.
You know, get that out of the way. The second TT after Undertale would be FLCL, an anime.
I've seen that being suggested a few times by the same people. FLCL, yeah.
Alright, FLCL, fully coolly.
Okay.
Okay.
And the last one?
And the last but not least, Zero Escape.
Hey Jacqueline, I think we already did a Suicune Den. Didn't we do a Suicune Den?
I think so, yeah.
I think we did.
Hopefully you guys will find the time to check out those games and anime. You know, like I said, like some of you guys said last week that every time we do a launch or we mention something, it triggers a lot of people saying, "Oh, I've never seen this, I've never played it,"
right.
And then they go and check that out.
Yeah. So Hollow Knight got 214 votes for yes, 73%, right? And that's going to be how that compares to Undertale. All right. FLCL is going to compare against to what we just launched, which was
Kogis.
I don't see any speak with them.
Do we not speak with them?
No.
No, I don't.
I've never played it before, Nana say. I don't even know about it.
I know the other stuff like the 999 or whatever it is, yeah, and all that stuff on the. It was like those adventure games were on the handhelds, on the free. I believe on the 3DS. Or was it DS?
Right.
Yeah, old stuff. Yeah. So it's not going to be. It's niche. Not a lot of people are going to know about it. So it's quite interesting how that going to plays out in this club.
Right. It's always interesting.
Always interesting. All information are always useful, whether it's good or bad. There's no such thing. That's right, Nana say, yes. So I know those games, but you know, a good game might be great, but will it translate well as a product is a whole different ball game.
Another ball game.
Ball game. Right there, that's all the TTs.
King of the Ring. Nana say, where's your pre-recorded video?
Hashtag winners.
Oh yeah, that one.
Hashtag F4F Cowboy. Last week, I believe there are 3 winners to be chosen to win 500 reward points each. Sorry, my bad. There's 4 winners.
Okay. Let's give them the names. Do you have an R in your name, an A in your name, an M, a B, a C, a W, a L, and a G? W, L, C, R, M, A, B, G. Let us know in the comments if that is a you. Alright, Nana say yeah. And maybe you can go and do the video and actually do like an explanation on like when people do their initial things. You should do like a little infographic thing where you kind of go like, if you do this, you can't possibly, like, you know, at the beginning people were like going, like the first round, they were putting like 2 winners, you know, a winner and a loser in the top 8, which is not possible, as you know very clearly, right? So, or something like that. It's just not possible.
It's
so
going to be quite fun how to explain that. It's
yeah,
like,
let Nana say do that. Nana say that's your homework.
It's like those football games where there's like you draw so many lines.
Right.
Right. There's so many different.
Oh, you mean tactics and stuff
Yeah,
like that?
yeah, the tactics.
All right.
All right. Have we announced the winners yet?
Oh yeah, we haven't. Wesley Clark, congratulations. Ryan Byrne, what's going on? Michael Aragon, what's up? Gustavo Lopez, 4 winners.
4 winners.
500 reward points coming at you.
And
do we have any of those winners in the stream right now?
And
this week's hashtag.
That's right. What is this week's hashtag?
Hashtag F4F star for a chance to win 500 war points. Hashtag F4F star for a chance to win 500 war points chosen by Chocks. Chosen at random. Watch what happens when you do this, Chocks. If this goes bonkers. I should. Let's see what happens.
When I pin it?
Yeah, let's see.
Alright, let's spin it. Pin.
Why did it move last time then? Weird. Yeah, it shouldn't do. Sweet.
You guys got it right? S-T-A-R.
S-T-A-R. Hashtag S-T-A-R.
Good luck, guys.
Good luck.
Now we have the King of the Ring.
Alright, let's do it.
Last week, obviously, was the final match for round 1.
Yep.
That was item 2, Mega Man versus TP Link PVC. And where are my bloody stats, Miguel?
I'll do it for you right now. We can go through it. So you're talking about but we already did the stats for. You want to do
the last one? The last one.
The last final stat, yeah.
Match 8.
Match 8. Okay.
Match 8.
Jesus,
yes.
that's going back a bit.
You can check the blog. The blog's been posted.
True. Blog.
It's just loading. Numbers. Match. I guess I've got to look here then. Versus that one, yeah. All right, just looking at the standings. Item 2 Mega Man had 139 votes compared to 641 votes for the TP Link PVC. So boom, TP Link goes on to the second round, right? And obviously from last week we already know that there's no more players in the game, so we're going to try and get through the rest of the tournament as soon as possible. So this week we posted 4 polls.
Boom.
Right, so that is match number 9, Zora Tunic Link versus Metal Sonic. Yeah, you want to tell the stats currently?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Currently Tuna Link is at
Tuna Link.
Tunic Link.
Wait, how do I bring that up? Oh, here. So it's 458 for Zora Tunic versus 237 for Metal Sonic.
That's still currently standing where it is now. There's still 6 days left on that.
Yep.
Match number 10, that's Skull Kid versus Lucky Cat Mario. Where does that stand now?
So that stands with Skull Kid at 759 versus 222 for Lucky Cat.
Damn. All right, match 11 is Tails versus Artorias.
So this is interesting, right? Okay. Artorias is 697 versus 302 for Tails. Right now, what's interesting is this, Chocks. Go back to the top.
Yeah.
And if you look in the round 1, Artorias is at the top at 1.2k.
Where are you looking at?
Here.
Okay.
He got 1.2k in his first round, yeah? And Skull Kid got 761. Now, if you go by the first round stats, Artorias is going to cane Skull Kid. A lot of people think these are going to be the guys in the final. However, look at this, Chocks. Artorias in his second round fighting is less than Skull Kid's second round of fighting at this present moment. Interesting, right? Interesting. Now, he thinks they're going to sail through past Tails. Very likely he will, based on the initial numbers. He's more than double. But when it comes down to the quarters, the semis, so we're the semis next, then into the finals, well. 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 All right, Chocks.
And then the last remaining poll for round 2. Oh, we've already said it. Did you say the number?
There should be 3 in total. 4 in total.
Yeah, I said the last of the round 2, which is match 12.
No, we missed
done
one.
This. No,
we didn't do that one.
Yes, we did.
Did we?
Yes.
Okay.
We've done this. Tunic Link versus Metal Sonic.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. Okay.
Yeah, we've done this.
Yeah.
And then Lucky Cat, School Kid, we've done that.
All right.
Yeah. So the last match for round 2 is Twilight Princess Link PVC versus Supersonic.
573 for Twilight Princess Link versus 257 for Supersonic.
I see a lot of comments saying, I love the franchise, so I'm voting for that franchise, rather than, oh, I love this product, so I'm voting for that product. I don't know. Is it a popularity contest, or is it actually, like rating the statue contest?
We'll never know.
We will never know. All right then, finally, Q&A.
All right, that's me, innit?
It's all on you. Yes, Dallas Brown, we do make PVC as well as resin.
All right.
A lot of questions this week?
It's a quick one.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to cane through it anyways because we got an early start in the morning as well. I mean, you do. I mean, yeah. Right. Eric Bracero, do you guys find some licenses hard to acquire opposed to others? What was the most difficult? The answer is yes, absolutely. They want to talk about the difficulties. It's a little bit too close for comfort. Aaron Holborn, will there be news for the infamous Mimic? I can't wait any longer. Aaron, we will be showing that and taking pre-orders on that at Gamescom. Shane Gorsk, how do PVCs compare to resins in terms of cancellation rate? I'd imagine a lot of people cancel resin pieces due to a lack of funds, but seeing as PVC is much more expensive, much more inexpensive, and of course as a proportion the deposit is far higher.
But Shane, one important thing is that some people collect resins and some people don't collect PVCs, and vice versa, and some collect both. So it doesn't mean because I can't afford resins, I'll go and buy the PVC. It doesn't mean that. It could be totally different crowds. Makes you think, doesn't it?
I will also say that I think, without doing any research on it, and I'll tell you why we haven't paid that much attention to it, is how do I say this? At the moment, the website PVCs, I believe, cancel less. You would, I haven't looked at it, but just by logic, the fact is, you've pretty much paid half of it, and you'd lose that as a non-refundable deposit. You might as well just keep it, right? But here's the thing: the PVCs cancellation rates, we don't really. How do I say this nicely? I'll say this in a way that, if you've been following what we have to say about PVC sales in the club, I say PVC sales in, just on these streams, the website PVC exclusives do not move the needle, okay? They don't move the needle. They live and die by the distributor orders. That will be far more, because if we were to say that the website sales of these PVCs, they're about, what is the best one so far? Artorias 2000, something like that? That still doesn't move the needle. It has to be based on the website, the sales to the distributors. We need at least 10,000 to sort of break even with this kind of project. So we're really not focused too much on, we're looking so closely, white on rice, whatever you want to say, right? In terms of the cancellation rates on the resin, because we have a non-existent wholesale resin business. It's super small, and anything that we do sell there, we don't make any money on it, okay? PVCs are completely different. It's the other way around. We don't make much money on the resins because the quantity is so little. The margins are pretty similar in fact, the margins are pretty actually worse for PVCs, but what makes it better than resin, of course, is we sell thousands more to wholesalers than we do for resins. So that's why we don't really focus that much on the cancellation rates on the PVCs, because if we get lots of cancellations, but we get solid numbers from the wholesalers, it doesn't matter because it never moved the needle in the first place. But if we get lots of cancellations on a resin, it can kill us because we don't have any buffer from the wholesalers. That's the point. So when it comes to AMI PVC, the upcoming AMI PVC is going to have a 1/4 resin side. And why did we do that? And I told you why this was. Because we got very lukewarm responses from the wholesalers who maybe don't get it at this stage. Meaning that in order to make this project viable, we have to have another means to recoup the investment, and that has to be with the resin. Now, what that means, therefore, is if we were just to rely on, as I just said, if we were just to rely on the numbers from the club, from the website direct, it doesn't move the needle, and therefore it wouldn't be viable. And if we don't have the support from the wholesaler, we need to make it with the resin. So you can get a better idea of what that means. So hopefully that makes sense. Elizabeth Antiveros, would you ever do a TT for Ryoko from Tenchimuyo? Oh, she found the nomination thread. Chocks, that's another one for the list. What factors determine acquiring licenses from any given series? You guys. Mainly 95% will be you guys. There are other examples where, there are certain differences, some certain things that might determine it, but it's very rare. It's like, if the licensor says, hey, can you do this, whatever it is, it's very rare. But yeah. Norma Jean, what's your greatest achievement, Alex, and do you still have a dream to be true? Also, what's your biggest regret?
Dreams and regrets. Regretting his dreams. Dreaming his regrets.
Wouldn't that be a nightmare then?
Right, yeah.
My greatest achievement is, no doubt, when I was a little chippies. When I was a chippy gin, never thought. I've been very blessed with the fact that this path has really sort of been set out for me quite early on. And I never had a sense where I had to sort of think about what was I doing, because it kind of I kind of stumbled into it and developed into it. And so my greatest achievement, no doubt, clearly it has got to be the success of First of Figures. That's beyond my wildest dreams, so I'm just so stunned every day. And my biggest regret would probably be Can I even write this? What a regret, Chocks.
Nah, that don't count.
That don't count, no?
I don't count.
Oh, okay. But it's a huge regret, Chocks.
Nah.
Some of my regrets you can see in the vault, that's for sure. But in terms of getting told off by that licensor because we didn't give out, didn't submit the stuff a little bit earlier. That's a bit of a regret. Okay.
I guess
I have a biggest regret. I have one right now. I have it. I know it. Maybe 10 years ago, Chocks. Probably more.
Right.
Probably more.
Right.
If not more. Let me see this. 2008. No, more than that. 12 years ago. 12 years ago. I have a memory that there was an opportunity with a Pokemon company in Europe. They said, and we had meetings, Pokemon. I'm not sure what, because that was before my time. That was with He Who Should Not Be Named, right? He was the one who was leading that sort of stuff. I was still in China doing that, so that was on him, right? And I'm not sure why we didn't get that. Do we ourselves not want it, or what it was? I can't remember because I wasn't leading it then. But that's definitely
that's out of your control then, right?
Well, no, but if for example it was in our,
you weren't leading
if
it,
I wasn't.
We had input, right? It depends on how much involvement.
Well, sure, he was my partner, and we're partners,
yeah.
but he was mainly dealing with that side of things.
So you couldn't have really, unless you had like some involvement. So you can't really call that a regret. Damn, Michael Lai, you need to get some sleep. You told me earlier on you were tired.
Oh, he's back, yeah?
Yeah, but when he saw that J-pop girl, he was like, "Oh, I'm awake now."
So look at this. This is 2007, right?
Yeah.
What the 2007. What a regret. You see that? February 9th, 2007. What a regret.
But would it been of like this type? Or
No. I don't think so. No, because here. Also look, you can see it. They took me out for dinner, introduced a couple of the main people at Pokemon, and now we're gonna be up for that. I can do it. There's a possibility of doing like DS, like Pikachu's back in the day. What a regret. Do you guys also gonna attend SDCC in the future? First of all, we can't get a booth. We tried. Apparently, you've got to die before there's booth space. I think it's just something that's always been the case for SDCC.
I think if we had a choice out of SDCC or NYCC, you would have chosen SDCC, right?
I don't know. To be honest with you, I just think SDCC is probably got a bit more prestige. But at the end of the day, it's more about announcing stuff and whatever. But if our goal is not about showcasing stuff, it's about making sales, it doesn't really matter where you go. You go to the ones that go to the most...
Let's say, like, start from fresh.
Oh, well, yeah, we definitely try to go to SDCC first. We were like, good luck.
That would have been the first one.
Like, you'll be like, hey! A Leader trailer came out. Is there a chance you guys are going to make a statue for expanding the anime line? TT. Can someone sell in the answers? Indeed, just watch read the Beats post. Matthew Nagel, I've always wondered, what do you, Alex, and Chocks collect? Do you have any F4F statues at home? So, I have one of everything, but they're in a warehouse. My house is way too small, full of billions of toys, because I've got 3 kids, with a 4th on the way. And that doesn't really quite go.
You bought some more today.
Bought some more today.
Yeah. Harvey was like, ooh, here's what I've got. I was like, damn.
It's got a bit too much.
Have you been a good boy lately? And he went, yeah.
Well, I feel really bad for him. Do you know why?
Why?
Comes off from school. It's like, yeah, we're out for the summer night. Now, mate, your Japanese school for the next 2 weeks. Like, what the fuck? Shut up, Harvey.
Yeah, but he goes, every time there's a break, he has to go to school, right?
What?
He goes to lessons, not every time there's a break. Like a long break.
Yeah, bro. That's like extra lessons when you're like, hey, school's out, right?
Yeah,
and
when
then
your kids,
yeah. And he's like, what?
You hang out with your kids.
But he's alright about it. He doesn't go mental about it. Yeah.
Alright then.
Chocks, what is it that you collect? You got an insane Kong collection, haven't you, and Godzilla collection. Is that your mains?
That's not my mains, but I've got loads.
I know that you love like those in particular. That's what I would have described as your mains, is it not?
It's not my mains. There's no mains. I don't have mains. I like collect loads of stuff. I collect games, vinyl records, and then all the other like figures from all different companies and stuff.
Yeah, no, I know. But if you sure you collect figures from all different companies, but if you just talk about like, so there's ones where you're fans of companies, right? And you collect them because you're fans of the company.
Or the actual IP. I wouldn't say I collect it because I'm a fan of the company. I collect
okay,
it because I'm a fan of the product.
Okay. But also you'll be swayed a little bit more because of the company, right?
I pay more attention to it.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah.
But in terms of a collection of stuff, all I know, oh look, what did you get? Oh, it's something that's part of your Godzilla collection or your
creatures or beasts or gorillas or monkeys.
Monkeys. Yeah. Would you not say that's your main? If you're gonna sort of have to say,
I was saying main. Oh, it's hard.
But you know what I mean? Like you have like IPs, and IPs are IPs, but it's like you're collecting anything that's remotely related to Kong. It's not quite. It doesn't have to be Kong. It could just be gorilla-esque.
Nah, I won't go that far. No? I don't just go out there. Oh, that gorilla doll looks nice. I'll get it. No.
If it say Kong on it, would you think, oh, okay, then I'll get it because that means you're a fan of the IP then?
Nah, because if it's Kong, there's like tons and tons of Kong stuff. I won't go out there and get all the Kong stuff. I get something that I really like and it looks nice and it's kind of like because like it's like Godzilla, right? There's certain years that you really like the design of it,
Right.
and certain years that you don't like it.
Right.
Right. So.
Well, okay, you could still be a Godzilla fan of that era.
Right, but there's also other like beasts, creatures around.
Yeah.
Mythical creatures that around that.
So there's nothing in particular. So you wouldn't say your collection is particularly focused then.
It's not focused.
It's just whatever you like.
Yeah.
Well, that means you have a great diverse sort of taste.
Well, double-edged sword, right?
Well, no, it's only double-edged sword if you consider what the cost of it is. But in terms of what you like are interested in, it's only a good thing to be diversified, having diverse interests.
I never get bored of, right?
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
There's always something to collect.
Exactly. Matthew Smith, when's Jet pre-order? Probably 4 months? 5 months? When's Phase pre-order? 4 or 5 months after that? When's Jin's pre-order? TT. When's Four's pre-order? TT. What's the 4th Berserk character? Mark Johnston. Not that I'm desperate, but I am. When can we expect the next Zelda piece? Troy, did you hack into Mark's account? Jake Mayer, what's news on Ridley? Is this going for this PO for this year? Well, it's been submitted to the Big N. I'm waiting for feedback on that. Are there plans to continue the FM line after Ed and Alphonse? I know a lot of people would love to have Mustang Hawkeye. I'd love to do that. We've already started working on Mustang. But, we'd like to see how that goes first. You say that you've been itching to do 1-to-1 scale. How about a Metroid? It's always been mentioned in the club whenever 1-to-1 scale is brought up. That would be awesome to buy, etc., etc. How about a Samus bust? Okay, so to be clear, when I say to 1-to-1, I don't mean prop replicas. I have no problems doing that. We've already done that. Majora's Mask, I have no issues with that. A 1-to-1 Metroid, again, would just be like that, and that wouldn't be anything beyond the realms of anything we've done before. So that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about life size, guys. I'm talking about statues, life size. So in terms of that, that's what I'm referring to rather than that. Did you personally expect MHA poll to do as well as it has? Absolutely not. Surprised. Continuously surprised. You were stranded in a desert island. You can choose only 3 movies to be stuck with the rest of your life. For the rest of your days. Which movies do you pick? Jocks.
What was the question? Sorry.
3 movies.
3 movies?
Yeah, easy. Easy.
Easy? It's not easy for me.
Are you kidding me right now?
Oh my
it's like
God.
the easiest thing. Go on, Jocks.
It's not easy.
It's so easy.
It's so easy.
It's like the fucking easiest decision in my life.
Is it? What type of movies?
It doesn't matter. It's just you got 3 movies. It's so easy for me.
What? Some sort of trilogy?
No.
1, 2, 3.
No.
A whole original.
No. The first one will be. It's so easy. The first one will be Castaway. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? How do I open that fucking coconut? Right. The second one will be
Wilson.
What is it? Swiss Family Robinson.
What?
Swiss Family Robinson. They get like stranded on a desert island, Robinson Crusoe and all that shit.
I don't think I've seen that. Is it classic?
Is it Swiss, or is it Robinson Crusoe I'm thinking of? Swiss Family Robinson and Robinson Crusoe. They're pretty much similar. Maybe Robinson Crusoe, right?
Alright. So all your movies about, like...
they're not movies, they're fucking manuals of how to fucking survive. Right?
Alright then.
And the third one would be Debbie Does Dallas. Because I gotta have a little bit of porn. And how about you, Chocks?
I can see what you're thinking.
I got some reasoning behind it, yeah?
No, that's too much. Yeah. If I'm stranded on an island, why would I be thinking about like
movies to watch, 3 movies to watch?
Hey, you'd be bored, wouldn't you?
Let's collect something on the island.
Aye.
Find something to collect on the island. Yeah.
MJP, hi Alex. Apart from Luigi, is there any other Mario character we can expect to go on pre-order in 2019, and any clues? Well, it would make sense to be doing about a Donkey Kong, I would have thought. John Costa. Number 1, do we ever find out what your Teehee picks are? Nope. I never say what they are. Sometimes they're obvious. Sometimes I'll go back and people will go like, oh, that's what it was after it gets revealed. What's the next anime line to go up for pre-order? FMA? Absolutely. Are you doing a character poll for Berserk soon? Hadn't really thought about doing that. I already know what we're doing. but we can do one maybe later on. It's fun to watch you try and pronounce my name right. Kaustab. Kaustab. Done. You done. Kaustab. It's official. If that's not what it sounds like, mate, it is now. Ollivander Augustus Abercrombie Houseless foot reinforcement coming along. I've actually done that. Good point. I'll post that in the club. Canna. Any updates on the Shovel Aku and Crash? Shovel Knight is going into production soonish. I would say, maybe. The green, we just submitted the packaging just recently. That looks great. We're going to be releasing, subject to license or approval, the green and black version for pre-order, maybe in a couple of months as well. Edition sizes of those statues, regular, exclusive, and alternate. Well, the answer to that is it will likely go up. We are taking Shovel Knight to Gamescom. What is the ideal edition size, a minimum yet profitable edition size for F4F? Hard to say, but if things don't really hit at least 600 to 700, we look at them very, very closely. But we also take into account the cost of it, of each piece. Which video game or anime license you pursue right now? Is it okay if the information... Oh, no, yeah, no. Can't say that. You know, sometimes it's very public when it doesn't work. To be or not to be? It seems it was not to be. It looks like it was not to be. Dream license other than Pokemon. Why are you going to bring up FF7? Edgar Ramirez. Have you considered doing advertising on Reddit? Okay, I'm gonna look at my my anime list. What was it?
Network.
My figure. What? Shit. What was it called? my figure collection. Is it my figure collection?
No.
My figure collection. It's my figure. Yeah.
MFC. Yeah. MFC.
All right, we're gonna sort that out.
MFC for short. Just never remember the full name.
Yeah. Okay, that's for sure.
We got a PDF for that.
What?
We got a PDF for that.
A what?
PDF.
For what?
For that.
PDF.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Yeah, so we're definitely going to contact these guys and talk about that. The other one is Reddit. Yeah, I mean, let's just do MFC first. Spy Pio, how's he doing? He's doing alright. He's doing alright. Do you know why I've already started to be charged for a 3-month plan for Shiranui? You shouldn't be.
Really? Oh, I haven't actually seen the. Let's see if anything's been updated on the.
I'm asking the question, it shouldn't have started. Mon Konyali, any Yakuza updates? Yeah, I mean, refining the face. Gamescom, I like the $50, $70, $50 idea. Seems to be a good deal for customers and a lot less hustle for you guys. So here's my question for this system. Is it limited? One code for every order, because if not, I buy 10 coupons and have my own Bowser for 500.
Yeah. That's the funny, that's stacking up.
Oh yeah. So the answer is no. It doesn't. Second question is this. Is the €50, $70 limited per person? Like, can everyone buy max three coupons, for example? Can I buy 10 coupons and give it to my friends? You can buy as many as you want and give them to as many people as you want. That would be quite weird, wouldn't it?
That'd be quite what?
Would it be quite interesting? It's almost like the con goers. Do you think, hey guys, would you be interested in that? Like, obviously you guys get us. You know who we are. You're in this community. You know who we are. We don't need to convince you that we're legit. At least I hope not, right? You know, we're still here, all that sort of stuff. Gamescommers who never met us before, it's a different conversation. They're like, Who is this real? Is this fake? Was ist los?
Who are we?
Exactly,
Who
right?
are we? The Grimers, not Grimers.
You're grimy and I'm scummy.
Grimy. Scummy.
Yeah, I'm scummy, you're grimy. Right? You know, and they might be like, and so that's harder to convince them. And they're like, what, you're offering me like a deal? Yeah, it's fake, right? You don't even exist, right? They're thinking like,
pigs fly,
yeah. Like, oh, does this even work? If you just have I just given you 50 euros and it's like a fake site? All that sort of stuff I can appreciate for those that don't know us. But what you might find is, would you guys who aren't in going to Gamescom want Gamescom goers to pick them up for them? Because all they could technically do is they could do it, right? Get the 50 euros. They don't need to actually physically sell the pack, which costs money. But they can just give them the code, technically.
Well, that's an area of you got to be very, very careful. Because it's a buy-sell trade thing, you know, unreliability and all that stuff. It's all about trust.
Right. Hopefully, when they come on the booth, they'll sort of see all the stuff, and I guess they can just quickly look on first figures on Facebook and see, okay, 125,000 likes.
It's the same thing as what we did today in the ACG. It's like, who are you? Some people will say, oh, I know you guys, but I didn't realize you have a shop.
Right.
And then like there's this one lady said to me that, she reviews and unbox gaming stuff. Statues, and she actually mentioned something about Alucard back then when we launched it.
All right.
And she said that she didn't know how to contact us. She thought we were international. She thought we were a Western company, and she didn't realize that we were here at ACG. Didn't know she didn't know we had a Hong Kong like office.
Is this the one that had this on the back of the
no
on a t-shirt?
That one is the guy that big guy. It was a big guy and a girl.
Oh, right, yeah.
The girl had P5 on her back.
Oh, I thought
the guy had that on his back.
Oh, right.
And that was the guy I was talking to that I saw him on YouTube. And you were like, check this free stuff from what I bought. And I'm like, whoa, I'm talking this.
As I was saying, with all my employees, I try to figure out what's the pressure point, and that was your pressure point.
I was like, oh yeah. We try and get us a little bit more known in Hong Kong. And
I try to find that little sweet spot. We know what it is for Ting.
And I'm like, hold on, you wait whilst I'm trying to figure out what this guy bought today.
It wasn't even for me, it was Harvey trying to show it off, right? Yeah, it's not me. You can speak to Harvey about that. I wash my hands of any responsibility. It's Harvey you need to have a go at. Hey, Chocks! What?
That guy was like, dude. Just trying to have a conversation here.
You skipped my question 4 and 5. Let me see. You see what happens, Edgar? If you edit it, it just looks to me like it still says 1, 2, 3 for me. It doesn't show me that you have a 4 and 5. I would only know you had a 4 and 5 if I have to refresh it, and there's no way I can know that at the point because I opened it up like 20 minutes ago. Is the license for FMA the original Brotherhood? Alex, which is each of your favorites, F4F piece and Kanako's? Harvey really likes Kirby, just generally. So he really, no, and he loves Zelda, so he loves a lot of that going on. I don't know about his favorite though. Kanako's. What's Kanako's favorite? Well, I know what it would be if a little something. Troy Blair. Alex, I always hear you say this project has been in the works for years. So could you tell me, do you have any Legends of Zelda projects in the work for like 2019, 2020, 2021? Yep. I tried to sneak it in on Spike's validation, but can we expect to see Breath of the Wild Zelda anytime soon? The answer is, your guess is as good as mine. 3, you made me a happy man this week, Alex. When will the pre-order for Rider Link be? When it's ready. Number 4, is the 1-to-1 scale statues of the Legend of Zelda and the SD statues something you have to make a few of before you pitch it to Nintendo, or is it something you can pitch to Nintendo right now? Absolutely not yet. Much more has to be done in that regards. We need sales data, you know, because we didn't even know whether or not SD would work, right, Chocks? We don't know whether or not that will work in the sense that it's not a one-to-one replication, it's a stylized version. So we don't even know if it's going to work. Our choice was the first one, and it had good sales. So there's the next one, so, you know, and it's doing well. But more importantly, how does it go when we do our next SD that's totally not related to Dark Souls? How does that do? Once we can start showing more and more SDs across different franchises, that's the time that you can envisage a possible Nintendo range. What would a one-to-one statue of Link on Epona cost? Is this something we consider for the future? Nope, I would not consider it for the future, it's too big. But it probably cost about 10 Gs. Do you think there would be a definitive edition with Rider Link? I know exactly if there is or isn't. I don't need to think, I know. And I'm not telling you at this stage. In a previous poll that you made, aka the Twilight Princess poll, a 1-to-1 miner was an option and currently has 427 votes. How many votes does a 1-to-1 scale need before you're jumping to do it? A lot less. Like the Sonic poll is like 50? More? I don't know. I really don't know what the... I don't know what the... the economics behind that, and that's something I'd be interested in looking in, but you know. Alex, you said before you didn't know what direction Nintendo would want you to go until Vegas meeting was over. Will you tell us if Nintendo wants you to stick with Breath of the Wild for another year or other things? The answer is that is not for public consumption. Cedric Bajo, when the Cowboy Bebop line is finished, would you consider doing a diorama base as a separate item so we could have all the members together? Yeah, possibly. But I would only do that if I could see that the sale numbers were consistent across the whole range. Let's say, for example, Spike is 80%. Make it easy. Spike is 100. Jet is 5. Faye is 100. Ed and Aina are 100. Well, the answer is, all of a sudden you've alienated. Doesn't matter that. The fact that I have to look at what the lowest number is, and even then, I'm talking about people who bought it across the line. That's what I'm talking about, to be clear. Looking at the sales data, how many people have bought all of them. That would be the key. If there's not enough people that bought all of them, then the answer is no. Ed and Iron would be together, yeah. Let's talk about... let's say lots of people want a certain horse diorama. Would you make it, or at least talk to licensors about it? The answer is, yeah, you know, that would need to be like significantly tons of numbers, but I really doubt that would be. I'm not sure you would I'm not sure what to do. Should I facepalm myself because you lost the work you did on Kiryu, or should I bitch slap you? Facepalm, because if we make it better afterwards, then that's a good thing, right? But Edwards, any plans for Okami figures like Oki or Sakuya or the Brush Gods? You know, definitely Oki Wolf form is definitely something on the list. In terms of the Brush Gods, would I look... I'm trying to think, would that be working out as a sort of PVC resin combo? I'm not sure. The Beard. Number one, it sounds like you're so skeptical about the sales of a potential Spark by himself. Since he's a smaller character, you could be packed as an extra with a future X or DE version of Spyro himself. Yeah, definitely. Spike's X has an alternative arm. We know Jet has an alternative arms from Chocks reveal the ACG live stream. Faye seems to have likely an alternate arm for the pose choices we've seen as well. With that knowledge, must the Ed and I have swappable arms as well, or can we have an alternate head for wearing goggles? Possible, absolutely. If it's too difficult to come up with a pre-order with every 2 weeks because of all the work that goes into making the documentaries, hype videos, can Tekken Law's reopening be used to fill up one of those time periods so that he gets his time to shine without having to take away from other statue launch? Yeah, I think that's an absolutely great idea. Will one of the weeks will the 1 week or less timed exclusive like Stealth Snake, Gold Shovel Knight, and Aku Aku Ask be open for reorder with Gamescom along with the regular exclusives and variants? I think the answer is nope. We would only do those that we take to the show. Now, if we took those to the show as well, then fair enough, but we don't plan to. Billy Ogle, what factors would you consider or stay away from from a 1-to-1 statue? Oh. Yeah, the economics behind it. How much people would be willing to pay for it versus what it costs to make it. Is it financially viable? 2, seeing as you're considering a 1-to-1 Sonic, but maybe there could be some Metroid love. I'm sure in 1-to-1 someone would be too involved besides a special project, but maybe a Metroid itself or Samus bust. Again, as I said earlier, 1-to-1 stuff is not a problem for us in bust form. In fact, we have other busts in the works and other props in the works, and so those are not issues for us. It's more about the big projects. Let's say you make a 1-to-1 Sonic and it's about 3,000 as per your post. How many of those would you need to sell before you consider it a success? Would it still need to be 600 to 800 orders for it to be worth it? Oh, it would be significantly less orders for that, for sure. We're talking maybe double digits, I would have thought. Shane Gorse, if you proceed with doing a mini resin series, would you design any statues exclusive for the mini series, or would you always be mini versions of the larger one? Well, like the Crystal Dragon. Well, to be honest with you, I would probably make it different where it can be done. But the Crystal Dragon can't be different. There's no pose choices with that. And I would actually probably wouldn't make them in resin. I would make them in metal. It would be a mini metal line, most likely. Pascal Machard, can we expect news on the next? When can we expect news on the next Soul Calibur F4F? Not for a while, but it will be. But I've actually been looking at it and it's coming on nicely. Brendan Rastello, how is Spike doing so far? All right. Has a post been picked out for Faye? Yeah, I believe it's going to be E. Best part of ACG, well, it's only just started, so there's a lot more to go before then. But it's been pleasantly surprised about the initial sales of the in-stock stuff. Now, I extrapolate that into really getting excited about Gamescom, because I would have thought the average ACG goer, Chocks, is younger than the average Gamescom goer, and generally Germans at the same age would have more disposable income than ACG goers, I believe. And if you take that and you extrapolate
and the type of
and the type of stuff
goers,
exactly
like the character, the person himself.
Yeah, most people, maybe if you say most people going to ACG, maybe you say 10. Let's say 50%. Let's say 50% is anime. Let's be generous. Say 50% is anime and 50% is gaming. Let's say be generous. Well, if you go to ACG, you're 100% gaming. So that bodes well for possible sales at Gamescom. So that's the best part of ACG so far. With Mumbo Jumbo hitting 600, any ideas when we'll see another Banjo PO next year? Sure. Conker's next. So next year. So you wonder whether or not to take Conker to... No.
Oh, what? Again?
Take Conker to Gamescom. Because we won't be putting up that for pre-order for ages.
Like we had this thing in it, like putting their stuff...
Too long, yeah.
Too long.
Yeah.
And be like,
these guys are lying to me. It's not even fair. I don't care. They got 50,000 members in the club. The scammer. Oh, that guy's real grimy. Oh yeah, that guy's scummy. I knew it when I looked at them. All in German, of course.
Yes. Ja, grimy. Always grimy in German.
When will the PO calendar be updated? It's a good point. You need to sort that out. Any updates on Ica? See chat. All right, sweet. Next week we'll do that. Let's Bucci, can we pre-order Rider Link now based on the sneak you gave yesterday? Blind pre-orders, would you be up for it? It's going to be extremely expensive. Significantly bigger than Rider Link, than Link on Opponent OG. And that was 8 years ago or something, 5 years ago, something like that. Times have changed. So you need to be tickling, it's going to be significant. Like, multi-hundreds more. Prepare yourselves. I told you this earlier, we're talking multi-hundreds more. multis. So, but you know, when you see the size of them and the details, it's a huge upgrade in terms of visual. Yeah, I mean, the only sort of slight thing is that definitely the horse is bigger in comparison to Link on Epona, so the proportion between the two chocks is not quite, you know, it's almost like Link is a lot smaller than compared to the horse, but it's not like we've not done that before. Link on Loftwing is a great example where Link is much smaller than the Loftwing. You could also argue that you say, oh, it's just a random horse, and I appreciate that as well. Well, you know, if you squint enough, you might consider it to be Epona. But, you know, it's not even that.
It's a random Nintendo horse.
Well, that's...
that makes it that little bit more special.
There you go. But of course, the horse itself is detailed just immaculately, and all the sort of details of that you can, you know, the way that the
it's a
saddle
Nintendo
is,
horse.
The saddles are, the reins, all that sort of stuff.
Horse.
So in that regard, but it will be significantly more.
Times have changed.
Times have changed. Shane Gors, to add onto Billy's post above, not so much of a question, a one-to-one replica of Samus's helmet would be pretty neat. I agree. Life-size replica line forever. Agreed. I mean, we had such a good time with Majora's Mask, of course. I imagine once a few more come out, they make a life-size display look like a museum. Majora's Mask, Samus helmet, Mario's hat, Link, Hylian shield. Who knows? You know, you're absolutely right. What's my favorite candy? Crunchy bars. I love me some crunchy bars. Do you like those?
Crunchy bars?
Yeah.
It's alright, but I won't, like, once in a while is fine, not constantly.
Are you a Cadbury's Cream Eggs man?
Cadbury's cream eggs is way too sweet. Why do I type
hey, whatever you want to do on your balls, that's up to you.
These?
It's crunchies, not crunchy bars, yeah.
Crunchy's nice.
I love the honeycomb.
The honeycomb, yeah, they're nice. But we're talking about chocolate bars, right?
Well, candy. I'm sort of assuming that's going to be...
what's this? Is it flake?
You like flakes?
Flakes are fine.
Oh my god, they're like so bog standard.
No. Those?
Yeah.
Have you tried the premium one?
What? It's just like... Whatever. It's just like 99p bloody flake.
No. 99p flake is that crap stuff.
It's the same thing, isn't it?
It's not the same thing.
Well, it's the same basic thing, right?
But I'm sure I must have had some, like, what's those, that curly whirlies were nice. That's kind of
curly whirlies. They're like toffee, innit?
Yeah, but curly whirlies is like become a bit curly. I'm like,
I don't even know. You are knackered. You are so tired.
I'm like talking one thing and typing something else. But they've gotten worse over the years. I think, like, since, you know, the Cadbury's chocolate factories in Birmingham, right?
I've been there. Yeah, I've been there.
Like,
have you been there?
I haven't been there. I used to be so close, like near like Coventry.
I took Kanako's kids there.
Right.
Sorry, that's my kids. Kanako's sister's kids.
Yeah, right.
Her nephews there. Yeah. When they came to the UK, we drove to there.
Yeah, and like the chocolate in Hong Kong, even though it's the same brand.
You reckon it's different?
I reckon it's different.
Unless you'd be telling me the Red Bulls are different. They are. It's not the same.
Yeah, but the chocolate, like the Cadbury's chocolate in Hong Kong and the Cadbury's chocolate back in UK, you can tell the difference.
All right.
Yeah, I haven't had curly whirlies in years, and they've gone downhill. As in, like, maybe I've grown out of it.
Right.
The taste.
Shout out to the Beard, Billy Ogle in the house. What's going on, John Kauspa. How's it going, mate? No, what am I talking about? It's Kaustub. Kaustub, what's going on, mate? Jerry Baker, what's up? Marco Stark, how's it going? Ricky Underdog Pow, yo. Dudley Stowe in the house. Rafal, Connor Fall, what's going on, mate? Denise Gip, what's up? And Shane Gorsk in the house. Angela La, any news on Ami PVC? The answer is, it is deep in development. Do you prefer classic Sonic or modern Sonic? Wow. Classic Sonic is what I grew up with and what is stronger in sales, so what's up, mate? Ricky Honorable Powell, if you two were F4F statues, what would your exclusive features be? a Teehee soundbox and a can of Red Bull and a D9 swappable head and a mini Chocks. I think that's a fantastic suggestions. I love it.
Yorkie bars are nice.
Yorkie bars? Are
Yeah,
you
it's
kidding
like
me
with
right now?
With the raisins. Snickers, they used to be called Marathon.
Oh, Snickers. No,
Remember?
that's too bog standard, mate.
Box standard.
God, how many people have done like
See,
chocolate
Gareth works for Coca-Cola, and it's the same different taste. Same different taste. In every country, same different
Help
taste.
out someone, would you? Help a guy out, would you? Jason Shepard, how do you decide how large a figurine will be, 1/6 versus 1/4? Times have changed. 1/4 used to be the rage. 1/6 diorama is becoming more of the rage now. So, which ones?
Fox's Classics.
What on earth is that?
You never tried Fox's Classics?
I didn't know about Fox's mints.
Oh, not mints. Mints is just like mint, right?
Yeah, but that's what I know Fox's for.
Yeah. Double Decker, remember those?
Yeah, all right.
What's that with the coconut one? I used
From
to
Bounty Bars. I like
Bounty Bars. Yeah,
alright.
yeah. 12 was alright. Timeout was alright.
God, Timeout is just another example of a flake, a poor man's flake.
Poor man's flake. Fudge. I didn't like fudge.
Didn't like fudge. That's alright.
Now, you're talking basic, like Kit Kat and Twix. That's basic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Maltesers. You know, Maltesers are salty.
What?
Apparently they make it salty.
Really?
It's like salted caramel.
Mm.
Overwatch, says Jason. I agree, except for Blizzard are doing a great job on that themselves, and they are sort of cover that. Sorry, so get some water.
You got no tea?
Yeah, no tea.
Crunch Bar, yeah, Crunch Bar was alright. But the Crunch Bar in Hong Kong is like horrible. It's not as crunchy as the ones back in UK.
They look tight, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
They do. Honestly, guys, I'm just walking past the new SDs on the way, and we just sort of had a quick pause and looking at them. They look really tight. They look tight, don't they, Chocks?
Yes, they do.
Yeah, boy. Cedric Bardo, did you know that the 12th of June is Rusev Day in Knox County? I did not know that. Matt McCullough, is Bayonet still kicking your ass? A little less, a little bit of movement. The guns are pretty much done now, the one-to-one guns on those. They look really tight.
Really?
Yeah, look at this bit over here.
Last time I looked at it was like being. We had looked at it with Chris. That's the last time I looked at it.
So, this is quite cool, this bit here. So for the X, right? It's come out quite nice. Right? Look how okay, probably a bit more, it's kinda hard to do that bit. Look at that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Right? Remember that. And then look at this. It's come out really nice. That's what they actually asked us to do. And it's been executed amazingly.
Yeah.
You saw what?
Those.
You remember what you just saw? What it just
Yeah,
saw?
I saw.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's fine. But I'm just saying.
And that as well.
Yeah, but those things needs those little beep 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 beep. Yeah, and like beep over there and beep over there. Oh my god, I'm finding more beep down there. Yeah.
No, I think it's kind of like.
And one down there. Beep and beep.
I'm not sure if that's supposed to be like that or not. You know, it's like part of like kind of brushed metal kind of feeling. And that might look a little bit not quite correct. But that's come out nice, doesn't it?
That looks a bit uneven.
This?
No.
Which bit? Oh, so yeah, that's just...
Or maybe it's just an angle. But
it's also the location placement and stuff like that.
They're going to be picky.
Yeah, but you know...
It could be better.
This bit?
The whole thing.
In what way?
It looks a bit flat.
Nah, these are the old photos. This is it. Oh, maybe it's also
that angle was nice. That angle with the light shine on it.
Yeah,
nice.
hold on. If you go back into looking at this.
Yeah, it's a bit flat.
Oh, you should have seen it before. So you think this needs to be a little bit darker?
Needs more variation.
Depends on you catch the light on it, yeah. Look how it looks beforehand. I was like,
yeah, I remember early days.
Are you kidding me right now?
Early days, like
nothing.
Getting there.
Getting there. Brenton Friedley.
See you later, Lauren.
Later. When will Mario and Yoshi be up for PO? How close is 100% approval? We haven't even started slapping some paint on it. Pretty soon, we're starting to do that now that Thingy Bob has now been finished. Oh yeah, because we're working on that. And yeah, so it's kind of coming. It's next up for painting. The paint will probably take about 2 weeks. What's most likely the order of release between these three? Snake, Various Suit, Bowser. Snake, Various Suit, then Bowser. Has Aku Aku started production? Not yet. If not, how soon? That will be after Solaire and Spyro. What's the approximate estimated time to order Crystal Dragon Reg before it will close for pre-order? Oh, it's not going to be for a while. Maybe a couple of months at least. What will be revealed next week for next reservation? Wednesday. That will of course will be what was it? Kirby. Is the mystery PVC being shown at Gamescom a Nintendo product? The answer is no. Has Shaker Slate been 100% approved yet? If so, put that up for now. The answer is nope. Brandon O'Donnell, when are you guys going to do an Afro Samurai figure setup? Don't we have to TT that? Has that been TT'd? I don't think it has it?
I think it has. The name has been up a few times.
But it hasn't, has it? Joe Marino, can we see any progress shots of Grey Fox or Sniper Wolf? The answer is nope. Grey Fox has now been approved to go to physical. Any Yakuza updates, says Adam? The answer is nope. Any Phoenix Wright updates? Yup. I'm sending it to Capcom for final approval. Has Rare responded to the updates to BKU proposed? Yes, as I said to you before, on that stream they already replied to me then. Now we're working on the changes. Then I need to submit it to them, then we need to do them. Any update on the mini packs like Crystal Dragons and Jiggies? Well, I wanted to remake the tail, clicking inwards, which has now been done. The Jiggy, the musical notes, I haven't done any thinking about that in terms of offering those out just yet. Has a decision been made on whether or not to be waitlisted to be converted for statues to be sold at Gamescom? The answer is I haven't, and I was probably going to run that in the club this weekend, because that's probably something... Because you were like, you should convert them, right? Because they already have their positions. I was like, I'm not too sure. I think that's something the club need to decide. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments right now, and also we'll see how it goes in the club as well. If you actually do a life-size Sonic, how many would you have to sell in order to turn it to profit to be considerably successful? I really don't have that information. I really need to do a lot of research into that.
Have you seen the numbers?
Of what?
The one-to-one Sonic you probably did.
What was it? 100?
It's more than that.
Is it?
There's more no's than yeses. But
of course.
But the yes themselves were relatively alright.
I guess if you're talking about 1-to-1 scale.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
Yeah.
look, the reality is you could do like if you just hit 100, that would be decent, basically.
It's past that already.
Yeah, but in terms of actually do it, but a lot of them are gonna be like, yeah, if you do a 36-month plan. That's what they've said, right?
Some said that, yeah. What was it now?
235.
Wow.
Yeah.
John Morales. I've seen a few 1-on-1 only have an edition size of like 50. Yeah, but how much are they charging? 7-8 grand? Yeah,
Sure.
7-8 grand. Plus shipping.
Nana say, you know, sometimes I really hate the things you say. Sometimes I really love the things you say. And that's a great example of the loving the stuff that you say.
Hey Amanda Kirby, yes, your kind of thing. Warp Star Kirby.
What the hell is going on with the camera?
Just
Oh, it's my knee. I'm knocking into the thing with my knee, and the camera's shaking. Watch what happens. I was getting excited when I saw what Nana say had to say. Right.
what?
I'm just, where am I? Would you consider doing something else life-size but smaller, solid scale, such as Navi or Imp Midna? Well, that's just sort of... I mean, yeah, that's just like doing a small Metroid. I mean, it's not quite what I was really talking about. Or Edward Ulrich is a tiny pipsqueak. Hey, maybe. If you had no obstacles, money, supplies, licenses, what's the largest insanely detailed figure you would make? I mean, you can make anything relatively detailed on whatever you wanted to do, obviously. That's kind of hard to answer. What's the first video game you ever played? It was something like the Emperor's Pharaoh thing. I remember my dad taking me down to his computer at work in the 80s, and it was like a kind of like a jumping thing. It was kind of like in a Pharaoh tomb or something like that. I can't remember what it was called or anything like that. I just definitely remember it. Yeah, it was like a game when I was like 8. How old would I have been? 8, 9, something like that.
On what? On what format?
Oh, I don't know, like whatever work computer you had.
Really?
Yeah.
You remember those Acorn? Back in school.
Rings a bell. They're not apples, are they?
We had these in school. It's a British company established in Cambridge. It's not Apple. It's like
Yeah. What was the first video game you played that really impacted you and said, you know, I really love video games and I want to have a future in this field? Well, it didn't really work like that at all. I lucked into this industry, and then I was just production, and it was my cousin who was sort of leading that, going into the WWE with licenses and all that sort of stuff. I was just a 20-year-old pipsqueak, 21 years old or whatever it was. And then when I realized that I was better at creatively and understanding what he was doing, and I was like, no, let me handle this. I could then say, hey, because he's not really passionate about pop culture stuff. So it was then I was like, I'm massive into video games, so let's do this, and sort of push it into that direction. So it wasn't like, oh, I love video games, therefore I want to do something in the field of it. It didn't work like that. So I was very lucky like that. Randy Gerard, since Ornstein is holding a big and heavy spear in one hand, what do you need to do to make sure he doesn't end up leaning to that side? It's not even a little bit heavy in comparison to his body weight. Like, not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. Think about how much weight is on his body going downwards versus his thing. Not even close. Nick Teves, what's one anime line both of you wish you could acquire? I'll let you know about whether or not that will still be a wish or not. When can we expect some sneaks of Skull Knight or Berserk Armor Guts? Not for a while. I want to be printed out before we start doing that. Will our fonts be designed so you can see his seal? Time will tell. Is Psycho Mantis ready to go? Very sort of coming down the home stretch. With the release of Alita in winter, can we get a Battle Angel TT for the film or for the? I'm assuming for the anime. Are there any licenses with statues in development that are a complete secret? Absolutely. But of course. Hit me up, 62.5k. Brandon O'Donnell, when is Solera Vestora SD shipping? Couple of months, I would say. Oliver Held, what's the edition size of TFMX Def? Was that stated somewhere already? Okay, I asterisked this. I think off the top of my head it was 1.6 for X and 900 for DE, but I asterisked that to say that it is available at Gamescom and therefore the numbers can go up. Josh Derokowski, any updates on Donkey Kong? The answer is nope. Any more power armored Samus is in the future, Miss Various suit, it's gorgeous. The answer is let's get that out the door first and then we can look into that. Possible to email waitlist people when they hit the top 10 so they have more warning to prep funds? No chance. That is something that would have to be code written into the website, and the website has so much that needs to be done first. But later on, it will definitely be something we'll be looking into in terms of the general kind of usability. I've studied some CAD. What do I pursue learning into making these kinds of 3D models? ZBrush, and a bit more of, oh yeah, ZBrush. Ever considered showing off at Gen Con in Indianapolis, like 80,000 attendees, and very fun? The answer is zero consideration. We had such a bad time at NYCC at more than triple the numbers. About double the numbers. That we will never do it again unless we can crack it with Gamescom. If Gamescom and these packs work, we'll go to Gen Con, we'll go to PAX, we'll go to Oz, we'll do that, we'll go to that one that's only got 5,000 people that go to the show. Maybe not, but
unless all 5,000 of them bought
a pre-order pack, yeah.
then we're talking.
Absolutely. Aiden Wood. I vaguely remember reading in the recap about Alphonse being shown at ACG. Is that still a thing? The answer is it was going to be, but it's not. MAD. How many votes do you want on the Darksiders character poll when it dropped? You asked for 800 plus MHA character 600 plus with Banjo. Look, don't get me wrong, MAD. I'm up for it. I'm up for it. If everything goes smoothly in a month's time. You know, what is Death on? Death is on like coming up to 800, right? But what was War on? Oh yeah, this poll back in 2016 really put me off, when no one could decide on what kind of Darksiders. Yeah, that really put me off. No one could figure out what they wanted. But the individual character ones. $7.90 for Death. Okay. Let me see the War one. Was that an actual TT? An official TT? Was War an actual TT? Don't think it was it?
No, I don't think so. That doesn't seem to ring a bell. Yeah, actually. It was. One Darksiders.
Oh, 819.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, I'm very interested, no doubt. Very interested. And we'll have a conversation. Yeah, you know, very impressive. Very impressive. Come on, you got it. Those are great numbers. Don't get me wrong. There is a path, and that path is patience until Gamescom. You know?
And then more waiting after that.
Well,
If
yeah.
whatever path that leads. Wait.
You know which bit I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. You could have just said.
I never heard that expression before.
Really?
What the? What is? Are you sure? No, but that's not what I mean.
Oh, you mean? Oh, I think you know. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, you know.
Yeah, I was thinking the yeah.
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 Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
Right the fuck we're having this shit.
I didn't say Western version, did I? That's nice and round.
Yeah.
It's a line. Yeah.
It's like make a lot of new pose. Make a new berserk pose. Make a new one punch pose.
Yeah, there's a lot of that, isn't there, going on?
There's a lot of that.
For the character poll, I have suggested two options for the horseman. One for character X, only X. The other one's for the horse, war on horse. Example war. It'd be a great way if you know, to help you know which guy is currently active in the OCC one. Yeah, sure. I mean, yeah. I mean, if I was to get the license, I would do both. Brian D. Weatherlip. How are the Spike pre-orders going along? Yeah, nice. I know it's early, but any indication of good, bad, no, it's alright, yeah. On top of that, Spike's performance potentially cause you to adjust the PO sooner or later. The answer isn't about his performance, it's about your wallet. So that's not on me, that's on you guys. You let me know. Raphael, Darwin, Joras, when do you guys show a sneak peek of Bayonetta? Oh, it's going to be a while, sorry about that. Sarah, any questions on the Yoshi scheme? Which color schemes were you looking at? I love the black one and the white one, but they would just be in Yoshi's story. You're looking about OG and F4F blue. And if Amaterasu PVC does well, maybe consider the brush gods. Yeah, you know, for sure. Question, suggestion about Ivy's flail. What would be made out of? Metal. If it is, I thought you could have some small magnets on the base so you could reposition the weapon. Probably not. That doesn't make any sense. How could you reposition it with the weapon? It'll likely be fixed. Magnets in the base. What? Because they're like floating in the air? No, that wouldn't work. An approximation on Warp Star, and whether you're looking at a pastel blue or a dark blue for Kirby. The answer actually is we've actually voted the blue Kirby was not approved. So that is not going to happen. Edgar is looking forward to Warp Star Kirby. Selim is saying Darksiders. James Tesk about your one-to-one Sonic. I think that's probably isn't much of an option for most considering the price and size. Maybe start with a Chow since it's smaller. You see, that is just normal, and you know, I could just, you know, that's not pushing the boundaries of what I was trying to talk about. Do you think MGS exclusives will convert? If you guys are going to allow us to convert wait lists automatically because of those that we take to Gamescom, then the answer would be, yeah, instant. Randy Gerard, does the Gurren Lagann poll you've made have any influence on the initial viability of the line? 100%, Randy. And it doesn't bode well. Alessio Bucci, how many points will someone earn by using the Gamescom gift card? Let's say it's a $100 item. $75 off with the Gamescom code. Will they get 100 in points, or just the remaining 25 in points? Should get 100 off. Should be the 100 points, I believe. There's no reason why. Like, if you have $100, right, and you use 50 by F4F reward points, right, you only get F50 back in reward points. So let's make this a little bit clearer. $100 is the unit cost. 25 has been done in F4F reward points. You only get reward points for the $75, not for the full 100. Agreed? Because 25 of those has been done by F4F reward points.
You use your reward points to take to pay towards your overall cost.
Right.
So the remaining is the reward points. You shouldn't really get the remaining 75.
Exactly. Now it's different if it's gift cards. If it's a gift card of $25, regardless of how much that gift card costs you, like it costs you $20, 20 euros, but you know it costs you 10 euros, but you got 20. Regardless of that's money, and therefore you should get it for 100. You should get all 100.
Yeah, if you use the gift card
rather than the points gift card. I don't see why you shouldn't get it all. Yeah, you shouldn't be penalized, right? Let's just say, for example, gift card was 1-to-1. There was no extra boost, right? $25.
They just act
fully
as credit.
It's just credit. There's no reason why it shouldn't be.
So once
the
you
full
spend,
amount.
if you spend that credit, then you should really get the reward points for that. But if you're using your reward points, which is already being credited to a previous, whatever it is, then you're using that to
then that you don't get rewarded for.
Yeah, because
that is your reward.
That is your reward. It's like you it's never-ending reward of your reward points. Right.
Exactly.
Yeah. I've never seen a system that does that. It's like a lot of online sites, if you use your voucher or your code, you cannot combine it with any other offers.
Right.
Or if you use it, your remaining balance is, you get your reward new points based on your remaining balance, not whatever voucher you got before.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Come on, guys. Hey, I've got my own Red Bull here.
Alessio Bucci, you say that the PVC needs to sell 10,000 plus because of the molds. Why does some company use PVC for hair in the resins that has an addition size of 1,000 pieces? Because they're using a tiny mold. Tiny mold is a lot less because it's a tiny piece.
Tiny.
Michael Lai. By the time you're reading this, I'm probably already asleep. Make sure Chuckles gets enough sleep and fuel Red Bull tomorrow. Good luck. Good night, guys. Much appreciated, Michael. Will there be a definitive edition for Alphonse? We shall see. Michael Pilot. Hey, guys. Hope you have a good evening. Regarding the gift card idea, how would reward points work? You don't get them. When you purchase the card or when you apply it to the purchase?
We just answered that. Yeah.
Any idea for the design of said cards? Yeah. Oh, no, for the gift cards, that's different.
It could be anything.
Yeah, we would make them maybe quarterly or yearly.
Why don't you guys design the gift cards?
About those authenticity card holders, I need to work on that. Any idea which statues will be displayed at Gamescom? Yeah, very big ideas on that. We've had 1 to 2 sneaks in the last 2 weeks, past week, but none of our OG big boy Alphonse. Hope there's any problems with him. Just a little, some. I've seen a lot of comments in this Q&A and also quite a bit in the OCC about Alphonse. This is really not a question, just happy that the hype train is sort of picking up before the PO. You and me both. Hair questions, as I noticed Chocks is kind of due for a haircut. You're due for a haircut.
I do.
Alex, how long can you grow your hair in 2 weeks' time? I dare you not to shave for 2 weeks. I'm bald. It doesn't grow. And for you both, how great a moustache can you grow in that time? No, not very good.
No.
Nana say, have you ever thought about going to get the 1-to-1 Scarborough Fair into European countries? Very strict on gun control, or because of customs? Yeah, no, I know. Looks like Europeans it's going to be kind of tough. Any hints of what busts you are making at, even if it's just a microscopic teehee? No, not just yet. Alessia Bucci, did you announce SD Soler numbers? Nope. Is that a thing? Is that we're supposed to do that? But we got Gamescom coming, so we might as well just wait until then. Billy Ogle, just a quick estimate. How much would a 1-to-1 Samus cost? She's about 6 foot in a Varia suit. You know, the good versions or the bad versions. If you want super tight ones, you know, that's probably going to be 5.
Now that's cheap compared to what it is out there.
I don't know.
Because that kind of suit, compared to some of the other suits out there.
Depends on how perfect you want it to be, and we wouldn't do anything other than perfect, right?
But look at all those like those lights.
Right. Edgar Ramirez, Gurren Langen's DEs, it seems they may be necessary. I don't understand. I don't understand that. Edgar. I don't understand Edgar.
Gurren Lagann.
Yeah, but what about the DEs?
Like, is there a DE?
Hey, let's go one step at a time. How about we, you know, see if there's any support for it? Because right now I'm not seeing any support for it. I mean, don't get me wrong. Enough support for it. Alright, guys. Unfortunately, there's going to be no Hoodat this week because it is late. It is already 1 a.m. Chocks has got to go to the
really?
To the thing early. Yeah. It's just too late now. I don't know. Understand how it's got so late. I kind of do.
Oh, sorry, guys.
So it does mean 6 eventually.
And we can't do it next week because next week will be a reservation. So it'll be 8. Oh my god. It'll be 8.
We'll have to see what's up. Let me see if Edgar has replied about that. If not, we're just going to go straight ahead and wrap it up.
You want to play the stream again?
I don't know. Buddha, Buddha. I like it. All right, guys. We're going to run this community. Okay, yeah, you did mean that. Community definitive editions. I appreciate that's what you meant, Edgar, but we can't even get out the starting block right now, so I wouldn't worry about DEs right now if we can't even get out the starting gate.
It's like Streets of Rage where they have DEs.
Alright, guys. Oh, the positive shots, there may be DE. Okay, I see what you're saying. DEs are for those niche lines that need to have it to do that. I appreciate what you're saying, yes, but with the numbers of the others, Yoko and Simon, being so low that it's not even on the radar right now, because Kamina's numbers are slow at 375 or something, that I guess you would do a D, but for the other ones are really that struggling, you know, that's a tough one. Alright, sorry Dallas, no Hoodat this week. It's too late because we've got Gamescom next week. We've got Anycom tomorrow morning, so we're just going to do that. So we're going to run that. We're going to wrap it up right now. We're going to do that Warp Star tease. It will, of course, be reservation next week. Let's run that one more time. We'll see you in about 50 seconds. Boom! Warp Star Kirby reservation opens up next week on Friday Q&A with Chocks A number 81. Nice one, Chocks.
3rd
Almost there.
3rd of August.
Almost there, Chocks. Don't worry.
I got it in.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I'm impressed because, yeah. Yeah, Team's done an amazing job. I can't begin to tell you how nerfed it was. Unfortunately, we couldn't. The vaulted version was infinitely better because we were using the music and had backgrounds and sound effects, but unfortunately, and voices, but we couldn't use them unfortunately because I think the problem is we can't get them done in time. I'm speculating here. I have no idea, but you know, maybe the music can be used for the video games and they can't be used for other things, or they has to be confirmed, or I don't know what it is. I have no idea. But yeah, you know, vaulted. It's like vaulted videos.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the first time.
It's not the first time.
It's a lot of the times, right? So unfortunately, but you know, well, we dealt with the, you know, Ting does a great job with the canned that he's dealt with, and you know, really great job.
Does
really great
what
job.
he can within the limitations.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Romy, how's it going? A bit strange looking Phoenix, right? A bit off. Team accuracy. I bet you're gonna tell me that it's supposed to be blue. RIP for that one as well.
Right, guys. Yeah. So.
Over to you, Chocks.
Anything else? You posted that, right? That was a post. Was it from Instagram? Remember?
What?
That? It was you.
No.
Nah. Right, guys. So yes, sorry about no who dat. We've got a long day ahead tomorrow. ACG. Should be probably the busiest day of the week. It's a Saturday, so fingers crossed. Wish us luck. Hopefully Jeff gets there all fresh and up, and Michael and I as well. And yeah, so after the stream, there's going to be a blog on the main page as well as on the website that will give you a brief history of how we got to where we are with Warp Star Kirby. I'm sure some of you guys know how that happened from the last launch. There'll be some pictures as well for like before and after some of the changes that you guys suggested as well. And yeah, so next Friday, the 3rd of August 2018, 10 p.m. Hong Kong time, where we do the Q&A. That's when the reservation will start. And yeah, so hopefully the whole week, bring on the Kirby fans. I think a lot of guys has been waiting for this, an OG Kirby on the Star. So yeah, hope you guys like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And if this does well, who knows what's next?
This is absolutely not Fighter Kirby pricing. Absolutely not. It's got far more. No, the answer is for that. It's not. It's more. It's especially with the numbers on. Anyways, the answer is it's more than Fighter Kirby. Quite a bit more than Fighter Kirby. Just prepare yourselves.
Hey, Romy, it's your birthday next Friday.
Perfect. Dallas has said no one's even told me what who that even is.
Really? Oh my god.
Just ask Alex Pachulia. Some say Who Dat is basically a game that we do where we show a character that no one can really see until you see the full picture, and the person who guesses it, we usually do 2 a week. They go into a game of chance where we have 3 coins, and it gets progressively harder. You have to guess from 4 hands, 3 coins, so you have a 75% chance to get it right, which is the correct hand. And the more successful you go from 500 war points to 1,000 to 2 to 4 to 8. But the coins get less and less, and the hands are more and more, meaning it gets to the point where you have a 25% chance of getting them correct after you keep going through the stages. And it gets harder and harder and harder, and then
it gets harder and harder
people
for
have
us
to
as well.
decide to deny
it gets easier and easier for you guys, but it gets harder and harder for us, right?
Yeah. All right, guys, we're going to be doing a
feeding frenzy,
right
feeding
afterwards,
frenzy, and then the Warp Star Kirby
Yeah.
blog. So guys, do check that out. Hope you do enjoy it, and do share that out to the Kirby community out there.
Absolutely. Appreciate that. Alright, guys. Who is vacuuming? That's a good point. Curtis is my fan. Sorry if it's loud. Alright, Chocks. That's another one done for the week.
Right.
I'm going to... Alright, guys. It has been, of course, Friday Q&A with Chocks A number 8.
T of 80.
80. And we will be back at it again next week for... reservation week for Warp Star Kirby. Chocks, that is another one done. All right. Have a great day, America. Have a good evening, Europe. Have a very good evening to Asia, and you should be sleeping, Australia. Boom. We'll see you in the club. I'm your host, Alex.
And I'm Chuckles.
F4F is love.
F4F is life.
We'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Laters.
Oh, that's a bit early.